been through too much, but I'm still here. Amen. Lord, I'm ready. I made it through the test. I made it through the storm. I made it through the trial. I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I stood through the storm in the pouring rain. Walked through the fire, came out changed. The night was long, but you kept my mind. Now I'm standing in your perfect time. Tears on my face, faith in my chest. I kept on going and I passed the test. What tried to break me only made me strong. Now I'm here singing this victory song. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready for the blessing. I'm ready. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on it. With my name on it. With my name on it. With my name. Send it down right now. Right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. Pour it out. Pour it out. Yeah. I'm ready. For the blessing. I'm ready. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on it. With my name on it. With my name on it. With my name. Send it down right now. Right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. Pour it out. I'm ready for the blessing. I'm ready for the overflow. With my name on it. My name. My name on it. Send it down right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. For the blessing. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on it. With my name on it. With my name on it. With my name. Send it down right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. I survived the pain and the sleepless nights. Still here. Held on to faith when I lost my sight. Held on. Every trial had a lesson in it. Every scar got a blessing in it. Amen. You didn't bring me this far to stop. I can hear favor about to drop. Down. The doors are opening one by one. I can feel the overflow come. It's here. I'm ready for the blessing. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on it. With my name on it. With my name on it. With my name. Send it down right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. For the blessing. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on my name. My name. My name. Send it down right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. I made it through the test. I made it through the storm. I made it through the trial. Now I'm ready for more. I made it through the test. I made it through the storm. I made it through the trial. Now I'm ready for more. For the blessing. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on it. With my name on it. With my name on it. With my name. Send it down right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out. For the blessing. I'm ready for the overflow. Everything with my name on it. With my name on it. With my name on it. Send it down right now. Lord, I'm ready. Pour it out.
We back with another one.
I survived. I stood through.
We back with another
Now
one.
I'm ready.
I hope y'all ready, man, because the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons about to pick in this second round, man. And we got 5 minutes before we get to it, man. I'm telling you, and this is crazy right here. I got to show y'all this real quick because this mess is ridiculous, man. I know y'all see this on the screen. Y'all see this on the screen right here, man. Hold on. Got me doing all that right there. But y'all see it right there, man. Ty Simpson, 10 games, 62.7 completion percentage, 1,684 passing yards, 15 total touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And then you see Shedeur Sanders, 71.5, completion percentage, 3,230 yards, 31 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. One got drafted 13th overall, and another one got drafted 144 overall, man. And I done told y'all early, if you was here early on the live, I told y'all I think it was the reverse of what happened with Shedeur Sanders. Not only was it the reverse of what happened to Shedeur Sanders for his collusion, the only word that we could come up with was boosted. Boosted. They boosted Ty Simpson, and I think the Rams were forced to draft him, or they had to draft him just because they promised a first round pick for him. I don't know how you do that, but it is what it is. But y'all can see right here, man. Right before I get to that, this right here, man. This is crazy. So what's the point of drafting Ty Simpson then? What's the point of drafting Ty Simpson? And Matthew Stafford and the Rams are in deep discussions on contract extension that will extend him for next season and beyond for the future. The man pushing 40, well, already 40, but he just won his first MVP. And the Rams was on the brink of going back to the Super Bowl. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it, but there's neither here nor there. I'm telling you, man. I thought I already had this set up. Hold on. But yeah, we about to get this thing started in 3 minutes with the draft. Who do y'all think the Browns gonna take? Who do you think the Atlanta Falcons gonna take for the ones on Dirty Bird Savages, man? I appreciate all y'all for coming out. And I'm telling you, man, they are in the building.
With
the Cleveland Brown first round picks are in the building. For the one that stayed on, they end up coming and doing their introduction to press conference. That is Casey Concepcion and Spencer Fano. That's who it was, the Cleveland Browns first 2 round picks.
Actually, while I was here on my 30 visit, I talked with Shedeur a little bit. We talked, and then after the draft, I texted Shedeur. I told him, I'm ready to work.
Yep.
Actually, while I was here on my 30 visit, I talked with Shedeur a little bit. We talked, and then after the draft, I texted Shedeur. I told him, I'm ready to work.
Yep.
That's what I like to hear.
While I was here on my,
that's what I like to hear. You better be ready to work, big dog. They already criticizing. The Cleveland media already criticizing you, big dog.
Okay, City, congratulations. Go on. How we doing?
Hello.
I am Todd. Come on in. Nice to meet you. Good. Sorry to shut you guys off, as fun as that is.
Todd Mingus said, y'all ain't coming in here. We got to talk business. Y'all ain't coming in here.
How we doing?
Hello.
I am Todd. Come on in. Nice to meet you. Good. Sorry to shut you guys off, as fun as that is.
Dad came up there wanting to be seen, but I'm telling you, man, he wanted to be seen. That's crazy with that bright yellow, black, glittery shirt on. I said yellow. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man, how they already count my dog out.
Ever played in? What's your favorite game you ever played in?
favorite game I ever played in, I will probably say the comeback against South Carolina.
Making a shot downfield, and the catch is made by Concepcion.
You have a good game that game?
Yeah, I think I had like 7 for like 150.
Reed back to work, and a strike across the middle. Concepcion, it's still going. and finally brought down at the 35 of South Carolina. A 40-yard play.
What's your favorite game you ever played in?
You need to have that 7 for
Favorite game I ever
150
played
with the
in, I will
Browns.
probably say the
With Shedeur
comeback
throwing him
against
that
South
ball.
Carolina.
Making a shot downfield, and the catch is made by Concepcion.
You have a good game that game?
Yeah, I think I had like 7 for like 150.
Reed back to work, and a strike across the middle. Concepcion, it's still going, and finally brought down at the
For all the one that got y'all doubts, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Just enjoy it.
Like this. My dad was born in San Diego. Like this. What's up, bro? What's up, teammate?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Let's get to work, man.
Let's get to work, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Let's get to work.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
Sure.
Let's go. My dad was born in San Diego.
Not at all.
What's
Not
up,
scared to
bro?
get hit at all. But I'm telling you, that's funny right there, man. That's
Teammate.
funny right there, man. That is funny right there. They gave him their draft card and everything.
That.
I
Your draft card for you,
Oh my
if
gosh.
you want to do any with that.
would love to. Yeah.
Casey, you want to see your draft card?
Yes,
This is the pick. The card that-
Yes,
That's
sir.
pretty tough, right?
Yes, sir. That's hard.
Your draft card for you,
Oh my gosh.
if you want to do any with that.
I would love.
There it is right there. Now, how they trade working out? Dirty Bird Savages. How they trade working out right here? Oh, my goodness, man. Because for the one that don't know, the Atlanta Falcons traded back into the first round last year to grab James Pierce. If you don't know about James Pierce was just arrested on aggravated battery, eluding police, and battery to a police officer back in early February, but he just got released. Well, the charges will be getting dropped if he complete a 6-month intervention rehabilitation thing. If he completed in 6 months, and then the Rams just got that first round pick that the Falcons traded. They got Ty Simpson with it. Here we go.
Last night, in front of more than 320,000 fans, right here in Pittsburgh. Give yourself a hand, that's awesome. And millions more watching around the world, we welcome 32 incredible young men to the NFL family. And tonight, already there are over 260,000 fans here. You've already set a record for night 2. And as you can see, I'm joined by 32 players and legends of our game, all here to help us select the next generation of talent to join the NFL. Many of these players with me on stage have either grown up in Western Pennsylvania or played football here. This area is one of the most talent-rich football regions in the country, with more than 650 players advancing to the National Football League. Long known as the cradle of quarterbacks, Western Pennsylvania is a true pipeline of greatness, producing 23 Pro Football Hall of Famers. Please give them a warm welcome.
Shout out to I Love CC, member for 9 months. God is the greatest. Shout out to Miss Dawn, new member. Appreciate you.
The San Francisco 49ers are on the clock.
No, it probably my mic. It probably coming through the mic. 49ers on the clock. We got 6 minutes. They got the first pick because the 49ers traded out of the first round last night. For the ones that wasn't in here or just don't remember, the 49ers traded back out of the first round. As y'all can see down here, they got all the picks on here. But right here, 49ers, I think they had 29 Or no, they ain't had 29. They had 28 or 27 or whichever one it was. But they traded back up out of the first round. And now we at this point that, well, we going to see who they get. As y'all can see right here, I don't know, it's real small. But if you look at the bottom left, best players available right here, then you can see, let me change it around too. There it is right now. So now, these are the best players available. And you still got some, look at Calvin Johnson. You got some players that was projected to go in the first round. They fell to the second round. So now we're going to see if any of those players fall any farther. Better yet, to pick 39, Denzel Boston. Hopefully he fall to 39 in the Browns pick him, but we don't know exactly what the Browns going to do, man. I'm telling you, just like last night, I told you they were going to shock you, and they shocked you last night. So now they about to do it again. I know we on here early, a whole hour earlier, and then we're going to be on tomorrow morning too, man. And while we waiting for their pick to get in, your boy is graduating with a dual master degree at the end of July. If you're new here and you feel like donating to help your boy walk across that stage, Savage AF 21 Cash App down there at the bottom. You can donate if you want to. You ain't got to. But I'm telling you, man, dual master degree in health administration and business administration. It's been a long 2.5 years, and your boy finally about to get it done. I got 3 more classes left with a 3.91 GPA for the ones that need to know. I know a lot of y'all done heard it before, but I got to say it every time because somebody might be on their live that ain't donated and they feel like God gonna bless them if they donate. So yeah, he gonna bless you regardless. But if you want to donate, go right ahead. I feel you. Appreciate you. Let's see what they talking about.
Obviously, Garrett Nussmeyer, LSU. But Cole Tate, North Dakota State, can be a guy who can give you that run dimension. He can be a Taysom Hill type. He's a big, strong, athletic kid. 1-year starter at North Dakota State. He's very accurate, throwing the football. And how you have to admit this, like Taylor and Brady. Why aren't you a first rounder? Because you were inconsistent with accuracy. So there's a lot of quarterbacks now all over the place. Something missing. But in day 2, maybe a couple of these quarterbacks come off the board, and the rest obviously in that 4th, 5th round area.
So if you're Arizona, Lewis, and you're looking to add a quarterback, they pick it in the second pick of this at 34. Is that too soon in your mind? Is that too early to go quarterback? They have other selections. They could maneuver the board a bit. They have the first pick in round 3. Would 2 picks from now be too early in your view to go for the quarterback?
You know what? It may be. It may be. They may be looking at it. It's just when we were talking about assessing how the league looks at these guys. They may figure, hey, why do I need to address this right here at the top of the second round? Why don't I have to pay top of the second round prices for a guy like Carson Beck, who I think should be the first guy off the board? Maybe they pick another position here and maybe they try to address the offensive line, address quarterback a little bit later on. Do they think Carson Beck would still be there in the 3rd? Possibly. Do I think that Carson Beck is someone who could wind up starting for this football team? Absolutely. I think with Carson, it really is about this. It's about how comfortable are you with the person. Because I think that's where people mostly a lot of the criticism of Carson Beck comes with his personality. Do you like him? Yeah. Do you like how he mingles with the rest of the team? Do you like how he conducts himself as far as being affable and gregarious and being out in the open? Not many people really can criticize.
Carson should have been going today. Yeah, he should have been going today. And I hope they ain't talking about Carson Beck going to the 49ers. They already got Brock Purdy and I pay him all that money. Why would he go and start? We probably called it late. Appreciate you, Mr. Marvelous. Rise up. When the Falcons pick, I'm gonna put my Falcon hat on. Right now, you know the Browns gonna be on the clock before the Falcons. But we're gonna see who the Atlanta Falcons pick with their first pick. And I'm telling you, I don't know. Hopefully they go defensive tackle. They got Christian Miller still on the board. They got a whole bunch of them defenses. They still got Caden McDonald still on the board. He was projected to go first round in some mock drafts. He ranked number 33. The 33 ranked player still on the board. Who they got? They got Lee Hunter from Texas Tech, ranked number 41 on the board. They still got Christian Miller too. I can see the Falcons even going C.J. Allen at linebacker if he do fall, because they do need some help at linebacker. Christian Miller ranked number 46, defensive tackle. They can go trade in Stoops too, the safety / corner, or they can even go AJ Terrell brother if he don't fall and get picked until the Falcons pick at 48. If he still be on the board, but that's a lot of teams for him to get past, for him to fall to the Falcons, that have to go play the opposite corner of his brother, man. That still would be a dynamic duo. That'd be crazy if he do come to the Falcons. But I don't know who they're going to pick, man. I don't know who they're going to pick. Yeah, late. Maybe tomorrow. Ryan not drafting a quarterback today. They ain't drafting one at all. If they do, it's in the 6th to 7th round. Congratulations on your colors. Don't have that. Like they don't have. Super chat it, Miss Rita. Yeah, go ahead, super chat. Miss Rita. Appreciate you. Thank you. You can super chat right here on the channel. Or we move up to get Boston early. I don't know, man. The Brown might get Boston. Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in already. And then reported they looking at bet. The 49ers? Let me turn that down a little bit. You talking about the 49ers looking at Carson bet? Miss Chantel, Jamel, Miss MSD. Got time today. The Browns? Don't believe none of that mess. If it came from the Cleveland media, don't believe it. I seen it too. I ain't believing none of that mess. He got pranked on day 2. Day 2, when the Saints was on the clock. Wow! Dang! I told y'all that was my sleeper pick. That was my sleeper pick, man. Wow. The first pick of the 2nd round. They had some mock drafts having him falling to the 3rd to the 4th round. I thought the Cleveland had a chance to get him. I told y'all thought I was crazy when I said this dude could be a wide receiver 1. And the 49ers took him with their first pick of the 2nd round. That's basically a first rounder. If you get picked the first top 3 or 4 picks in the 2nd round, man, I'm telling you, this dude here, he about to light it up in San Francisco on the other side of Mike Evans, man. Oh my goodness. They just got a steal. Mike Shanahan didn't look excited. He went off the board before Denzel Boston, man. I told y'all about this dude.
He was a big playmaker for all season long. He was a big playmaker at Oklahoma State. He was a big playmaker at Washington State. You got to see this kid play live a couple times. He is put together exactly how you like your outside.
I told y'all he was going to go. Yeah, they could pick Carson Beck. Hopefully they do so they can get him off the boards or the Browns. And so these Cleveland media can shut up because they 0 for 17. Boston is too slow. He can't create separation. I don't even know where 40 ran, but I know Burr right there ran a 4.3. Yeah, that's a real good pick. Brandon Ayuk went on that team no more anyway. They were gonna get rid of him. He didn't run no 40. They got Denzel Boston comparison to Puka Nacunta. The Rams receiver. Arizona Cardinals on the board. Boston had problems separating for DB.
in the 2026 NFL draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Chase Besantis,
guard.
Chase Besantis was
They moving real quick. Let me get my Google open so I can Google whoever they about to pick.
And now he was a fixture there for 2 seasons, starting 23 games. He's got a lot of talent. You have at 6'5" and a quarter, 315 pounds, with 33 and 3/4-inch arms, 32 vertical and 29 reps. So young body.
But they got Katie McDonough going to the Buffalo Bills, CJ Allen Raiders, then Cassius Howell Giants, then Jamar McCoy to the Houston, and then here come the Browns on the clock. But nah, Denzel Boston. Screen catches, slot, contested. They ain't got that on here. I thought they had it on here. Bills on the clock, but we getting close. I don't know. No, I agree with you. What you mean? Why I forgot what I said? Dude lit my Bulldogs up, man. I'm telling you. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friend about the Money Man you already know. And Dirty Birds Savages. I'm telling you, we everywhere. Bills need to receive. They might get Boston in. There's plenty of receivers left. Okay, I know didn't nobody have Sterling going that high. They might get a quarterback, the Cardinals. I mean, they still got picks. Sterling, 6'2", 207. Sterling possesses a good frame and top speed to make plays downfield. Occasionally he can get lazy at the top of his route, running off and not driving out of cut. Moved out of her round, took calls all day about trading out to hit this spot. But when so much high-end talent on the board, they stuck and picked here to address the wide receiver position. Despite adding Mike Evans and former first round Ricky Rosdale on the roster, the 49ers lack a deep threat. Bills pick is in, who is Sterling with a 4.36 speed. Man, check. Good evening. Good evening. I'm glad they got the draft moving fast on that show, dude. Cause man, I ain't trying to be on here all night. What about Branch or Bell? Branch might slide because he got arrested, but Bell, I can see the Browns getting Bell. I like his film too. TJ Parker. Edge. Wow. Wow.
Really flashed 2 years ago with 11 sacks for the Tigers. Also set a school record that year with 6 forced fumbles in all. He started 29 games at Clemson at 21 and a half sacks. Yeah, it didn't come together.
What? You got to get hype, boy.
And they couldn't block anybody. So you get to 3 sacks there, 6'3.5", 263 pounds.
What going on? Wow, did they really need defense? I have no idea. I have no idea. I ain't been keeping up with the Bills. What Branch do? Something stupid. He was on like the sidewalk or something, and the police told him to move, and he didn't move. Something stupid. That's what I heard. Now that's what was reported. I don't know if it was more than that or whatever, but that's what I heard. They need an offense. Yo. I don't know how many picks they got left. The Raiders got 9 picks left. That's what I heard too. Yo, Jimmy Will, we're good. What's going on? Wallace Smith. Why you got that old name, bro? Oh, what's going on? But yeah, we coming up on the Brown pick. 1, 2, 3. Dang, the Raiders traded up. No, they traded back. They traded back. Houston traded up. Who they about to get? Houston done traded up. I wish they had the trade breakdown on him, man. Let me get back on X. Texans traded up to 36 with the Raiders. They ain't got no they ain't got no Western IM on there.
We say game on. Because whatever goal you're heading for, together.
The pick is in. Yeah, they moving real fast. You old school. I already know it. With a Wallace, you gotta be old school. TJ Parker Bill, yep. Boston need work, but his overall athleticism is great. Hey, he can come to the Falcons or the Brown. Well, go to the Browns because Kevin Stefanski ain't gonna develop nobody. Raiders traded their 2 pick 2 the Texans. Yep. Brown get the wide receiver from Alabama. Yep. Bernard. I like Bernard too. He got a low drop rate. Denzel Boston got a 3.1% drop rate since y'all care about drops. Chris Bell got a 4% drop rate. He got hurt though. You got to see his medical. Is he gonna be good for the season? Because we need him now. Bernard got a 1.5% drop rate with a 71.6 receiving grade. The PFF, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Chris Bell got an 83.3% receiver grade. Denzel Boston got an 87.2 receiver grade. Texas might be taking that safety. And they not Melvin or Henry. Getting closer, y'all. Yo, Sterling jumped the line. I told you. Willie, I don't know if you've been in here. But I said, yeah, Sterling was my sneaky pick. And that man went first pick, second round. And Makai Lemon, man, that man's right there what the Eagles did to the Steelers. I was going to play y'all that clip earlier. I forgot. I might play it. We get another commercial break. Okay, we drop one. He on the move trying to make it play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. SOB. Caden McDonald. Wow. They had him projected to be in the first round, man.
Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, Ohio State.
I knew he probably wouldn't have failed to the Falcons, but he would have been a real good addition with the Falcons, man. But they had Caden McDonald going to the Bills, CJ Allen going to the Raiders, but they traded on the little draft simulator I'm looking at. .91 run grade, 63.1 on the pass rush grade. True pass set pass rush grade, 67.7. Brown going to receive a 39 pick. I wouldn't be mad at it. Crazy work. Willie Mandingo. I ain't even. Y'all need to chill with these YouTube names, man. Come on now. Wow. I was about to say, I thought that Denzel Boston had got picked by the Giant. Let me scroll back up. Hey, they TJ Parker. Join Josh Allen. Yup. And they like you on a visit draft spot. Don't matter. It don't. It don't. It all depends on what the team value it on their draft board. That's all that matters.
In the National Football League. I'm telling you what, I'd be crying tears of joy right now going, I'm going with a bunch of hunters down here. And so right now, I mean, it's great for him to get out of that green room and know what colors he's going to wear next. But man, is he going to a good situation. Are you kidding me? Guess a good call. Miami Hurricanes, number one. He was active in that game. 6'2", 26 pounds.
Oh, they're bringing out the helmet now. They ain't got the jersey.
Put it all together. They say 65 tackles in the Washington Huskies game. 2 sacks in that game. Against the Miami Hurricanes. Last season, I would 8 tackles. One of those was behind the line of scrimmage. I like the fact
Who the Giants picking? They taking forever.
Also make impact plays in the backfield. They have the quarterback plays with very good leverage. Excellent pursuit.
Him and Caleb Down. I think it was him. They grew up together. I think it was him. I forgot where he was from. I ain't even got it on here, dude. Nope. They on commercial. NYD. Oh, I was supposed to be showing y'all the thing. Giants went OT. I thought they drafted the tackle. They drafted another tackle? And John Harbaugh said, nah, we fixing the offensive line.
I know I'm supposed to be here, and I'm just so blessed. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so emotional. Like, where I came from, now I'm here. It's a blessing.
Well, you look like a dark-skinned Drewski.
Texans defense is a force to be reckoned with. How will you make a day one impact?
Disruptive, making it easier for the DNs, and we all go together. We're going to work. We're ready.
Thank you, Caden.
Appreciate it.
Good for him.
You know, I'm a little delayed. There it is right there.
This is a life-changing experience, whether it's one that you had some years ago.
Pick his in.
And those tears come down. I wasn't able to get the draft. I was sitting in my mother's bedroom when I got the call. That's back when it was 15 minutes in the first round. And we both started crying. Because again, I knew at that moment all the effort she put into me had paid off. And like I told
Cole Hood still on the board.
Okay, and so back we go to the selections. The New York Giants had an active night last night. They had the 5th and 10th picks in the first round of the draft, and now they have made their selection here at number 37. I'm told that pick is
2 more picks. 2 more picks. Well, 1 more pick. Better ready to jump the Brown with Denzel Boston. They was already in front of the Brown. They just traded back.
I'm joined here by the great OC Human. OC played for the Giants. What a great man he is.
Colton Hood. Wow. To the Ravens of Dallas. SOB, you late. He a giant. He a giant. Former Colorado player. Down here, went to school in my hometown in Georgia. Colton Hood off of the board. I'm telling you, boy. Represent for the city, my dog. They got them Colorado highlights over there. He had a good college season in Colorado. I figured he was about to go early. That's a good play for him to go. Hood is a physical press corner who uses his length to disrupt receivers at the line of scrimmage. He competes for 50-50 balls and does a good job limiting production after the catch in the zone and off man cover. Hood isn't afraid to come down here when he's off the ball, where he can close space and disrupt the process of a catch. As a tackler, he brings good stopping power for position, though he would still miss some open field tackles. They got his comparison to A.J. Terrell. Wow. A.J. Terrell a lockdown corner now. He's the best corner for the Falcons and one of the best corners in the NFL. And they comparing Colton Hood to him. That boy started at Auburn, left Auburn, went to Colorado, left Colorado, went back to the SEC to Tennessee. Now you're a New York Giant. Wow. The Raiders pick is in. Show the clip of the Steelers and the Eagles you wanted to show. Let me pull it up. I keep forgetting. I'm going to get it after they pick. Got a Brown pick Nick. I hope he is. Was Hood there or home? I think he was at home. Last year, Buccaneers let the player go because he did not lose his weight. Yup. But they were undrafted free agents. Oh, they got Stoops. Somebody had him at the best corner on the board. Corner/safety, but here the clip real right
where, and we'll see how easy this is for you to hear, but Mekhi Lemon on the phone with Steelers general manager Omar Cooper. His family, his friends all excited. He's all excited. I say Omar Cooper. Yep. I meant Malachi Lemon. His family, his friends all excited. And then he gets a call from Philadelphia. Listen to this.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Hey, why Philly coming? Yeah. Oh, Philly just traded for you. Hello? This is Philly. They just traded for you. Philly's taking you right now.
Don't find that video if you want to have a good day today.
Wow.
And I hope it came through there. We did the best we could. I mean, it's television, and you try to play it on the radio. I think it sounded fine. Omar Khan on the phone with Mekhi Lemon. Everyone's jacked up. And then he asks Omar Khan. So this is how Omar Khan finds out about it. He asked Omar, why's Philly calling me? And the agent runs over, gives him a different phone. And as we now know, Mekhi Lemon is a Philadelphia Eagle. Doug Whaley joins us now on the Fan Morning Show. Doug, as a former GM and an executive for decades in the NFL, that right there's got to make your skin crawl, right? Like if you're having trouble falling asleep the night before the draft, this is the nightmare scenario that's playing out in your brain, isn't it?
Well, that's interesting just because I've been in that room before with the Steelers, and I took a lot of that protocol during draft day with me to Buffalo. And the standard protocol is when you see on the TV or you have people at the draft saying the pick is in, that's when you make that call to your prospective draftee. So it's right after that pick's in, you hear the name, You have him on the line, and then you start talking to him about, hey, we're going to select you. You don't make that call 2 or 3 picks before, or even 1 pick before, because of instances like that.
I didn't even think of it.
There it is right there. That's what I want y'all to hear. But yeah, the Steelers shouldn't have did that. Now, the only thing I had was if there was a prank call or not. But I don't think it was. But the Eagles traded up and stole Mekhi Lemon from the Steelers. And the Steelers weren't even on the clock yet. Like he said, you're supposed to wait till the pick is in, but the Cleveland Browns pick is in. They not playing. They already had their board ready. They ain't announced it yet. We waiting on it. But I'm telling you right now, it's probably going to pop up here first. But yeah, as y'all can see right here, the red is who they already got, and the need is in the outlined white. But you can scratch quarterback off of that. I don't even know where they got. They still up there. But yeah, you can scratch that one up off of there, man. But the Cleveland Brown pick is in. Let's see who they getting. You still got Denzel Boston on the board. There's Emmanuel guard right here. I'm thinking they might go Denzel Boston. The guard, they still got their safety from Toledo still on the board, even though I don't think they need him. But I would have took Caleb Downs if I was going to get a safety. But the guard from Oregon right here, Denzel Boston. They even got a couple of other receivers they might be looking at, but just be ready to be surprised. That's all I'm going to say. Because you know what the Browns, they like to do stuff completely opposite to what is going on, man. They still on commercial. But yeah, I'm ready for whoever it is to type their name in so I can generate this picture. I'm telling y'all, man, this about to be crazy. It's Boston, dude. Thank you, Lord. Let's go. The Brown might draft the punt. I'm delayed. Just to let y'all know. But I'm going to see it right here. Don't tell me.
Beautiful evening we have in Pittsburgh here. The sun is beginning to set in this city that is so excited to be hosting this national football.
Do they add to the help? I'm not reading y'all messages. I'm not reading the messages. I'm not reading the chat. I'm waiting for it. I'm trying to see it for myself. Y'all gonna spoil it. Because y'all got good internet. Denzel Boston. There it is. I told y'all. Oh. They double dip on receiver like I told y'all. They double dipped on receiver like I told y'all they was. Now all y'all can savage. You can be quiet. And all the rest of y'all Cleveland media, y'all can shut up. Because they got a big body receiver. They got a big body receiver. Hey, and I went and put it past them. They go receive him one more time. Hey, Charles Tillman, Cedric Tillman, you up out of there. Corley, you stopped on that route, bro, in the first practice. You up out of there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I bet they cheering now. I bet they cheering now. There you go. There it is. Cheese already done picked. Wow. R. Mason Thomas. R. Mason Thomas. Wow, they went edge. His dad was Dave Boston. Or where's you? He was. That what y'all wanted him? Honestly, AB are cooking. I told y'all. One more lineman, man, and the Brown won this draft. Well, they got 2 more picks. Time to switch my hat. But yeah, I told y'all, man, just calm down. Hold your horses. You had 9 more picks. You had 9 more picks. Calm down. Don't make no sense. Y'all were acting crazy yesterday. I don't know what Andrew Barry doing. Andrew Barry don't know what he doing. He need to be fired right now. Cleveland media having a fit. Falcons coming up with pick 48. Then we'll be done with the second round, man. And then we get to the third round. And then third round, the Browns got 2 picks at 70 and 74. And the Falcons got a pick at 79. And I'm going to tell you right now, after the Falcons pick, I might be hopping off. Because I need to go watch the Lakers. I got to watch LeBron. I got to watch LeBron and the Lakers go 3-0 over Houston. KD is not playing tonight. Falcons are going to draft Terrell. If he fall that far, hopefully he do. Hey, I really want that to happen now. I really do want that to happen now. The Bengals pick is in. I ain't know we were going to move this fast. I ain't know we were going to move this fast. But, yo.
Shaking hands, they have definitely reloaded that defense. All right, the Bengals pick is in. You know, they made their first round pick last weekend when they traded the number 10 overall selection to the Giants for Dexter Lawrence. So if you want to look at it that way, they went defense with their first round pick, and here they come with their first actual selection of this year's draft. Cincinnati! With the 41st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Cassius Howell. I forgot to throw that back up there. Let's see the draft pick page. Yo, my fault. Thought I had to throw it back up there.
Intimidated tackles with his feet. Now, he's got to play the run a little bit better. People talk about the short arm. He uses his speed so well, you rarely ever notice the arm length. Another guy, if you're looking for
Saints on the clock.
Juice off the end, this is the guy that you can bring in.
I clicked on the wrong one. I was on third round. My fault. Let's see Denzel Boston. Boston is a big body receiver who led the Huskies in receiving yards in 2025. He has good acceleration off the line of scrimmage. When he gets free release, he plays strong. He has a durable frame. Boston settles into windows and provides the quarterback with a nice target versus zone looks. When playing the ball, he can go up and get it in the air, and he adjusts well on poorly thrown passes, though he did not run a 40-yard dash at the combine and doesn't display the top end speed to create separation. His ability to catch a contested ball can be utilized at the next level. Boston's strong hands allow him to control the catch to the ground after the catch. His size and running demeanor made him hard to bring down at the collegiate level. They got a pro comp, Cortland Sutton. Post-draft analysis, the Browns selected Casey Concepcion in round 1 and doubled back to select a big body receiver in round 2. We knew receiver was a need for this team, but the double dip this early is a mild surprise given the presence of Jerry Jeudy, Isaiah Bond, and Cedric Tillman, who has 1 year left on his deal. None of those players are individually good enough to prevent a second receiver pick. But with needs on the offensive line, even after drafting Spencer Fano, deciding to go for a second receiver over a second lineman is a surprise. No, it's not. There's plenty of linemen in the draft, man. Christian Miller, Georgia. Wow. Thought he might go to the Falcons, man. Thought he would have went to the Falcons, man. I don't know who the Falcons gonna get now. Dolphins on the clock.
Already in round 2, and we are just getting started. The Dolphins are on the clock. Pick number 43 is on the way. They'll be followed by their division rival Jets as round 2 continues from Pittsburgh on ESPN.
They're going crazy now. Do y'all feel better about that Denzel Boston pick? Is Andrew Berry still cooking? That boy Ty Simpson feeling lost. I'm cool now. Look, boy, y'all freaking out, man. I'm cool now. Shedeur Sanders about to have some fun. He got his shifty slot and big body contested catcher. Cedric Tillman. I told you he gone. What, they got a presser going on?
Very subtle, sneaky speed. It just really, really complements things that we have in that room right now. And you just have to exude some patience and allow it to come to you. And we're excited that, we didn't necessarily have to give up any resources to get a player of his caliber.
What do these 2 picks say, Glenn, about the way you guys assessed your wide receiver room after 2025?
Yeah, I think it doesn't necessarily only speak to the room, but also just speaks to the 2 players. Casey's really explosive. He's really talented. We love what he can do with the football. And then Denzel, almost 6'4", 215, very physical, competitive, and has great hands. So I think it's just as much about what we're adding, and we're always talking about this is a team building exercise, not a player acquisition exercise, and we're happy with the 2 skill sets that we added.
In terms of,
go ahead.
like you mentioned with his size and the 50-50 ball ability that he has, like how much are you guys hoping that he can be an immediate sort of red zone threat?
Look, I all these guys.
Now you froze.
He has a great foundation, and it's those different skill sets that you spoke. We trust Todd, Travis, and the rest of the offensive staff, CJ, in the room, to put them in the right spot. And our biggest focus is let's give them as much talent, as much versatility, and allow them to do their jobs.
Why do y'all always want to send these trash players to Atlanta just because Kevin Stefanski down
At the
here?
end of the day,
No.
we talk about this. We want to add competition, so this is a top tier offense in the NFL. We want the cream to rise to the top. And so, we definitely believe we have talent in the room. Jerry Jeudy is still a talent in NFL, but we're also not be complacent and push ourselves to keep making sure that we have what we need to be the type of offense we want to.
Was reports at the beginning of the night about the Browns talking about moving up in this round. If that's true, was it for Boston or someone else?
I can't speak specifically to what you're saying. There's multiple conversations going on. We had conversations about every direction, moving up, sitting still, moving back. So I think that's just a part of managing, our position on the board and trying to get a feel for what's happening in front of us and behind us. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know specifically what you're talking about, but yeah, I mean, we're always on the phone. I probably have to go back up and get on the phone again. So that's just a part of it, Tony.
The collaboration, like with Coach Monk, and we saw the video, wanting a fist bump from Andrew after making the Boston pick.
Wikipedia ain't been updated yet.
So now you're working with Todd. So just what's that collaboration been like?
Yeah, no, I think Todd, as you all probably know or are getting a sense of, he's very direct and he's very clear about what he wants and what he needs. I think you have a good sense of how each skill set
be on to something right there.
To the system and the scheme. And so throughout the process in the spring, just across all the receivers and a lot of the offensive players, I thought our
Jacob Rodriguez to
really
the Dolphins.
picture of one, what we needed, and then also two, just as it respects to each player, how they would use them. And that just makes it a lot clearer for Andrew and just our staff as a group to walk into it saying, hey, if we take this player here, or if we take this specific player, this is how they're going to be deployed in our offense and feel good about it. So I think he gave us a picture for both players, KC and Denzel.
I know that you've invested in receiver in other words, right? Trade, but this is the highest.
They got Isaiah Bond for screens and KC now. Corley gone.
Philosophically, or in the approach to this draft that led you to the receiver so high?
Honestly, no. You always step back and assess what you can do better, just within the job. So yeah, we definitely looked at just across all our picks, and then we do that every year. How can we be better? What did we miss? What did we hit on, et cetera? But, some of it is one, we just had higher picks, for the second year in a row. And then it's also just the quality of the players that we were sitting and looking at this spot. So I wouldn't say there was a wholesale change to how we approached it. But you definitely have to step back and assess yourself. So,
Boston at all in discussion at 24.
I mean, I'm not going to get into that. I think I don't want to make it a KC versus Boston thing. What it is we trusted the board. We think a lot about Denzel's talent and his ability. I think a lot of teams probably had him with a first round grade or really high up. So, we're just excited that we had the chance to still get him where we're sitting at.
Going through everything in the simulations of your board, you can try to predict as best you can following your data and everything, but how surprised were you that Denzel felt you guys right there and you get your two big wide receivers that are rated high back to back?
I mean, to your point, you can simulate it as much as you can, and we do. I mean, we probably spent 4+ hours going through a number of iterations.
Detroit line pick us in. We
still
still listening to this, though.
Right? You still can't 100% pinpoint how it's going to play out. There's probably a few picks in the first round.
Look at Calvin Johnson.
Even with those number of iterations that we went through, sort of caught us off guard. So we try to get as close as possible. And I think what it does help us do is have good answers to the tests when they come. And so, hey, if we do get a scenario that's within this ballpark, this is how we would play it out. And I think this is close to maybe one or two of them that we worked through.
Derek Moore.
Just glad we got him,
Being in a situation where you have KC and Denzel?
Did we ever envision it? Sure. Yeah. I think we did envision it, to tell you that we were very certain that it would happen. I don't know that we could tell you that, but it's definitely something you think about just in terms of how you build the team, how you build the roster. When you get to pick 39, is this something you would do where you take two receivers back to back?
Yeah, because y'all need them. Yeah, that's what you do.
What did you kind of glean from that and getting a chance to talk to him and see his reaction to meeting?
So it was pretty interesting because both he and KC were together, and so you have. Now that I look back, both guys are sitting at dinner and you're getting to know the two different personalities and getting to understand who they are as humans and young men and so much about their life. And I mean, Denzel's academic All Big Ten, an exceptional kid, loves the game and has a lot of head in his future. Same thing with KC, just hilarious, funny, a lot of energy, but also very competitive. And just when you spoke to football things, he definitely, flips a switch, and you love to see that about him. So looking back, like I said, to the question that was just asked, couldn't have envisioned that both players, as we sit there at dinner, will be on our roster, but it's also a thing that I'm not mad about.
Where was that?
It's just our 30 visits. Yeah. So,
bro, how many questions they gonna ask?
I've been talking about KC's ability on punt returns, but Denzel can also.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, just how much did that kind of add value to him?
It's in the back of our minds. We know it, right? Like it just adds. It's an added luxury to have players who can, with the constraints of the 53-man roster and the guys you can have active, to have someone, especially with his dimensions and build, to go back and fill punts. Like we're definitely fortunate that he also can do that. Our focus is on his ability as a receiver. Same thing with KC. But again, it is an added bonus. I should have mentioned that earlier, but
That's what they got Wallace for. They got Wallace to return them kicks.
For the first round, were the top priorities, and obviously that's the direction you want. Now, as Andrew Berry mentioned yesterday, he expects this to be a volume draft for you guys once they bring in a pretty good size.
Yep.
Do you feel
I
like
don't think he's gonna fall the third round though.
start stacking the roster? You don't necessarily have to maybe zero in on needs as much maybe as you might have in the first.
Yeah, I hope so. And also, I mean, I wouldn't say we're cornered into zero in on needs as well with the first couple. Like again, we end up taking 2 receivers, but we have 8 picks, I believe, and we have 2 more tonight at minimum. I think it is an opportunity to just continue to add guys who will come in and compete in different roles on different sides of the football, on both sides of the football. So, it was important for us not to move too many picks because we want the volume, and we felt like we needed it. So we definitely are excited about the position that we're in after having 3 picks in the first, in the top 50 and still more to go. It's pretty exciting.
When you guys hired Todd, when he first got here, and he kind of talked to you about what his sort of vision was for the offense. Not that you could predict exactly what's going to happen on draft night, like you mentioned. But is this like
Judah ain't going nowhere
in terms of the resources you guys have used? What that kind of vision, what you guys thought that vision could be in terms of addressing the offensive line, addressing wide receivers?
Sure, but I also think like the number one thing, and I think you guys may have heard him say this, is nothing getting in the way of winning. And I think he approaches coaching and calling the game that way. He will have 2 tight ends on the field, 3 tight ends on the field, 4 receivers, different packages, run the quarterback, feed the guy who's having a great game. I think Todd is so diverse in his approach and so open-minded when it comes to how to move the football down the field and score points, because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. From a 30,000-foot view, it just opened up our opportunity across all the players in the draft, because you just know you're not necessarily pigeonholed into it has to be X skill set, X makeup. It's really like, hey, have a good idea of how we want to use this guy. Todd will take it from there. So it was more so probably from that lens as opposed to the specific like skill sets, receiver or running back or tight end or O-line, if that answers. Appreciate you.
I was about to say, man, they asking the same question. Come on now. I've been trying to show y'all this right here. But yeah, Denzel Boston to the Cleveland Browns.
Boston's going to play outside as a big, smooth, fluid mover with a big catch radius. You see down here in the red zone, for a big guy, able to get in and out of breaks, and this is what he does. Uses that strength and power, get away from press, and look at how strong his hands are to finish down the field. 50-50 balls, back shoulder throws. Again, I think they found a beautiful mix with these 2 wide receivers. Really polar opposite. Denzel Boston's going to play outside as a big.
I'm telling you, if the Browns go down there in the 3rd round and get Elijah out of Indiana, I was hoping it would have been Sterling. But Sterling went first pick in the 2nd round. I told y'all that dude was good. But nah, man, Colts on the clock. They moving fast. Yeah. ESPN slowed in, but your internet is ridiculous. I know you got boosted. You got them 2 little boys playing all them Roblox. I know you got to get that good internet for them so they can be quiet and leave you alone. Ridiculous. Where you work at, man, Robin? I might need to check. Never heard on they line and they Brown team up, and I'm loving it. I'm telling you, they Cleveland they ain't ready for it. What they gonna say now? They were talking about KC so bad that morning. It posting their pick. I ain't on it. I ain't looking at it all the way. I don't see no pick on here. Cowboys trading D Winters. Oh, they traded 49ers trading linebacker D Winters, the Cowboys, for 5th round pick. Zion Young. What X account you on posting the pick that fast? Cause all I see is Jacob Rodriguez on NFL. The Lions made a trade. Lions trade 50 and 128 to Jets trade 44. Or they traded up. That's why the Lions picked that 44. They traded up. Okay. And then this the other trade. The Cowboys trade for linebacker D Winters for a 5th round pick. They send it to the 49ers. Wow. Buccaneers on the clock. Colts. Then the Falcons. Well, according to Mitt Robinson, the Colts are already on the clock. So don't look. You about to get blocked. You ruining it. Yeah, they're trash. Yeah, they Cleveland been trash. Who Sterling played for money, man? Ole Miss. I told y'all he was my sneaky pick. He was my sneaky pick wide receiver. Why Mario looking all sweaty? I don't know. I don't think they're gonna trade Jerry Judy, not the way Todd Monken was talking about. Hopefully we can get him back to or develop him or whatever. But I wouldn't even waste my time with Jerry Judy, man. I ain't say no name. It don't matter. You saying linebacker, that worse enough. Cause we want to know who it is. Trottle. That's what's the name, son, ain't it? Josiah Trotter. Jeremiah Trotter, ain't that his son? They ain't even gonna have it in here. He played linebacker for the Eagles. Now he going to Tampa Bay. Wow, the Steelers on the clock. They traded. Yep, Jeremiah Trotter, yep. Man, the Steelers just traded up. That's why I wish they had the trade details up here, man. They ain't got no trade details up here. I think Steelers going to get a receiver now. Terrell might come to Atlanta. It might happen. ABC. Probably now what's going to see AB real pick. Yup. Well, nah, AB picked that class last year. Brown winning AFC North this year. Easy. I'm not any QB pick yet today. Nah, not today. Only 2 quarterbacks done been picked. Coach traded with Steelers. Yeah, it was the coach. I can't remember who it was. Still traded up because everybody in that division make it move. They got to, because they got to get a receiver now. They got to get a receiver. They probably going to get Chris Bell or they're probably going to get one of them because they tried to get Makai Lemon. So they got to get a receiver now. They gotta get a receiver now. Yeah, AJ Terrell, brother. Yep, on the one quarterback should have been picked by now. They all tell, but yep, you right. You right. They might take the receiver Tennessee. Yeah, they're gonna have to draft the receiver. I know for sure. They're gonna have to draft the receiver after that debacle what happened yesterday. They called Makai Lemon. Bernard, I told you they were going receiver. That's a good pick, though. He's sure-handed too, man. Bernard out of Alabama. Well, we know you know the pick. Don't tell nobody. Can the brothers, can they reunite down here in Atlanta? They from Atlanta. Can they reunite in Atlanta? I'm telling you. Can we get it? I already got it. Come on. I already got it queued up. Come on. I already got it queued up. Falcons on the clock. Dirty Bird Savages. Where you at? Dirty Bird Savages. W7 in the chat. W7 in the chat. The Bijan Robinson jersey giveaway is still going. We giving it away next weekend. Dirty Bird Savages. We giving away the Bijan Robinson jersey. I ain't got ABC logged in, so I got to stay on ESPN. I told her they had to go receive because they got the debacle they had yesterday. Dang, I only got one Dirty Bird in here. Appreciate you, Mr. Mob. Now we back in just a moment. The ESPN draft predictor gave it an 8% chance that Denzel Boston would be available at pick 39 entering the draft. Browns assistant GM Glenn Cook couldn't have envisioned that KC, Concepcion, and Boston would be on the roster, but it's also a thing I'm not mad about. Told you. You don't know how that thing gonna play out. Just like Andrew Berry said. We got our board. The board is set. That's what we're gonna do. The pick is in. One Dirty Bird. Yup. Konya, Georgia. Oh, we got two. We got two. Decatur Mo Johnson. Okay, there you go. They showing out. Terrell and Anthony Hill. Man, they might have well picked Terrell, man. Cause we need another corner. The Falcons need another corner. And he is brother. Hey, it just makes sense. That's all I'm saying. The bro was projected to be a first rounder. That should tell you something. But no, with it, Debo Samuel. They come Debo Samuel.
Introducing Home Care Plus subscription for $99 a year. Never get more.
I'm ready to search if I need to, though. I live in Georgia, but not a Falcon fan. You a Cleveland Brown fan? I'm not a Falcon fan until Stefanski gone. Me and Robin, quit trying to tease us. I'm about to block you for real. I ain't looking at the chat. Dirty Bird, and I see you. Appreciate you. I said they either gonna go D lineman or Terrell. I'll just go ahead and pick Terrell since he's still on the board. Because you need a corner too. But they need defensive tackle too. I don't know. Ian Cunningham, Kevin Stefanski, they'll mess around and draft the defensive tackle or somebody else. Just cuz. But I don't know. Dirty Bird play my home team twice a year. They suck. They both suck. You from where you from, Miss Chantel? New Orleans? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Royal Caribbean. I want to go on another cruise right now. I want to go on another cruise right now. Kevin Stefanski would screw it up. I'm telling you. Ian Cunningham better not let him get no input. They better not let him get no input. Dang, come on, bruh. No one but leaving hard. Yeah, I remember now. I love that Cajun food. The Aints my home team. Falcons my new team. I followed two over here. Good luck with that. Pound might fall in Cleveland lap. That means he ain't get drafted in. Raiders, Panthers, and wherever Shedeur it. Yeah. Look at Arthur Blank, Matt Ryan, Stefanski, and Ian Cunningham. LOL. Dang, they gonna announce the pick. Falcons on the clock. Pick is in. How you doing? You had a good day? We live. Man, it done been 10 minutes. Look at Michael Turner. Terrell! They did it! They did it! Yeah, they took his brother. I already had it queued up. There it is. They put both of the brothers together. There they go. Who? Wow. And now we can get Cleveland to get Shiloh. Hey, man, we was out there at Atlanta 4-4 day. We left right when they came out there. AJ Terrell and some other teammates. They finally got their QB2. Clemson. I ain't even had to queue it up no more. I already had it made. Yeah, they need Shiloh. Yup. Wow, that's amazing. Now I'm supposed to be posting this on X. Four to 8. Wow. Everything happening good tonight, ain't it? They ain't had to think long. Go ahead and pick that boy. So y'all had to do all that. Dirty Bird Savages. If you in the chat, put W24. Put W24 in the chat. Dirty Bird Savages. Matter of fact, everybody put W24, that AJ Terrell number, because we don't know what number your brother gonna get. But two brothers in Atlanta, QB2, CB2, I mean, not QB2. Cornerback 2 is his brother. Wow. AJ Terrell is one of the top corners in the league. I know that one Kevin Stefanski pick. Matt Ryan. That boy fell in their lap. Yo, he projected to be first round. There it is right there. I don't think they're going to do no press conference right now. I don't think so. Carolina on the clock. We can ride it out, then we ain't really got to pay attention to all that much. Because don't need one of these teams. We came here for a pick to the third round. Lee Hunter. Wow, they doubled down on the edge. Defensive tackle anyway. Didn't they just sign Jalen Phillip? Wow. Panthers going in them trenches. Kirby got mad and called Steve Smith a fan, 89, because he said he don't know what offense they run. AB and Cole Monk is cooking it. Yup. The fans get finna mess that boy career. Nah. He over there with Jeff Olbert, the one that son that prank called Shedeur. He over there with him. He despite what his son did, he is a good coach. Heard that Hawk game was crazy last night. Sure no was, and I missed it. They won by like 1 or 2 points. What time it is? Cause I got to watch the Lakers. Got to watch LeBron put out KD. I don't want to hear nothing y'all talking about. Jordan the GOAT, LeBron the GOAT. There it is right there. Especially he win a ring this year, he might retire. And I wouldn't be mad at him. Jets on the clock. I ain't calling it out no more. We good. The Jets, they might mess around. Look here. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all hanging out with a white boy, that video prank. That video the prank. No. Anyway, let me tell y'all something. It looked like the bottom barrel teams, the Raiders, the Jets, and the Cleveland Browns look like they turning around their team in the next 2 seasons. I think Cleveland more ahead than either one of them teams because of their defense. Cleveland got the better defense out of them 3 teams. But I think with the Jets, they still got 6 picks left. And then they got 3 first. They drafted 3 first rounders this year. They're gonna draft 3 first rounders next year. Year 2 for the Jets, they should be winning the division. Should be if they nail in the draft like they supposed to. And then the Raiders, they fixed their team in free agency, and the Browns, they fixing their offense in the draft because they already got the defense. But I do expect them to draft some defensive players though. A few of them. Jamel said, get on my jet, bro. Come on, Jordan need to go. It is what it is. You can argue and debate all year long, all day long, but LeBron still gonna be the GOAT. They probably get Jeremiah Smith 27. That's if they be bad. Yes, he is in his videos. I love Joe the chat. Dude, man. Well, it don't even matter. Money man beside him, those who the ready to get. They signed their offensive line, their center from the Ravens. They paid him all that money. They got Max Crosby back. Then they signed like 2 linebackers, Nakobe Dean and another top-tier linebacker. I can't remember who it was. They signed him in free agency. I think they re-signed one of their corners. All they need is receivers now. And they probably about to draft a couple. If not, they're going to go get – they already got trading Stucks, safety corner. He was rated like the #1 corner in safety. Well, corner in the draft, depending on what position you can see him at. But they got safety up here. But yo, I think the Browns go defense their next pick. I think the Browns go defense this next pick, and the Falcons go wide receiver or defensive tackle. Depends on who on the board. But I think they might go wide receiver. I mean, oh, yeah, and get them right here set up for Cleveland. Pick 70. Yeah, Ted Hurst still available. Yep. Andrew Bear, we good. But you getting one more wide receiver, we super good. I'm telling you, if they draft Elijah Stratt out of Indiana, I don't know if I said the last name right. Falcon drafted Terrell 48. Yep, y'all must be behind. Nah, you behind. Rams studied it to ban. What? They got 2 third-round picks. I need Hurst, Cleveland. AB, let go with my partner. Pounds gone. The Jets making splashes. I told you he might not make it to the 3rd round. Is they going crazy? Pound, whatever his name is. We getting one receiver. Judy getting traded. Watch. I wish they would trade that Jag, but I doubt it. Yeah, the Jets. Green my favorite color too, man. And I like the way their helmets look. I like the Jets colors, man. They green they pick. And they like a shiny gloss pearlescent green. This mess is amazing. Yeah, they do go crazy. I like how they went back to that simple look. I might go just look at them just cause. I ain't getting no jersey or nothing though. Jim and I up here. Jim and I up here listening to my conversation. Man, look at that. Look at that, man. Wow, boy, I'm telling you, that thing clean, bro. Fanatics, where you at? They got Mendoza jersey already up here. Knew they were going to have here, though. Mendoza, Love, Reese, Bailey, Fano, Style, Tate.
Statistics in the NFL last year, of course. The New York Jets had 0 interceptions, so obviously this was an area of significant.
Who the
had 2 picks last year, by the way, including a pick 6 in that playoff game against Oregon. The Vikings are up, and their pick is in. Caleb Banks was their selection in round 1 last night. This is a pick that has changed hands a few times, but a pick number 51, I should say, Viking making their selection.
Who they picked? David Bailey, Jets. Keon Sadiq. That's who the other one was. And then they traded back and got Amari Cooper. Wow. They got 2 weapons on defense and 2 weapons on offense. And still got 5 picks left. Jake Gold Day, I ain't even hit a pick. That linebacker. Minnesota picks are not good. Who they pick first round? Caleb Banks, defensive tackle. They're going defense. They need a quarterback. Nah, they got Kyler Murray. Never mind. They fixing their defense. They straight. They fixing their defense. I forgot Kyler Murray over there. Nah, the giveaway ain't today. Nah, next weekend. Said Deacon Cooper, yup. Cleveland media can't deal with this new coaching leadership. They can't. Lakers game is on. I thought it came on at 8:30. $8 o'clock. Wow. Dang, 21-21. Cleveland media can't deal with you. Already read that. I wonder what they saying. Quite the college career to build on. Andrew Berry cooking. Can we bring C.J. Allen home too? You talking about the Falcons? If he fall to the third round, it may look like he falling, but I think they might go wide receiver. I think they might go wide receiver in the third round. Look at this. Super Bowl 61 to the Rams, simple rocket. Red countdown liftoff. Oh, I don't even put the emoji. Andrew Berry locked in.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Denzel Boston, wide receiver.
Yeah, buddy. Nathan.
Let's go. Listen.
Do the honor.
It is a weapons league as far as I'm concerned. And you look in our division, right? In our division, you've got in Baltimore is a team that can score. They've got the MVP. They've got Derrick Henry. They've got Zay Flowers, a Pro Bowler, multiple-time Pro Bowler. They've got in Mark Andrews at tight end. That's a team that knows how to score. The Steelers, they've got a very good running game, always do. And then they've got on the outside DK Metcalf. Then they bring in Michael Pittman. Then you go down to Cincinnati, and you already know Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. We finally have one of those big guys like a DK Metcalf, like a Michael Pittman, like the guys down T. Higgins. You've got that big-bodied receiver in the AFC North, and I just think that's something that's so important. You look at the guys who've been successful in this division. Historically, a lot of big, strong wide receivers, and that's what he is. Look at him down the red zone. You can just get the football to him, and that's what we haven't had. We haven't had that guy for a very long time.
At least that Cleveland media is excited.
12, he is a red zone nightmare for a defense. He had 20 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. I love that mentality that you just talked about at the catch point and
with how they play the game, Joel.
To the third round after the Falcon pick, and that's it. Probably another hour. Not yet, till I'm done. I'm watching the Laker game and on live at the same time. I'm good. I know what I'm doing.
With how they play the game, Joel.
6'4", 212. He is a red zone nightmare for a defense. He had 20 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. I love that mentality that you just talked about at the catch point and
with how they play the game.
Brother of AJ. I mean, what a moment this is at the family event.
Look where they're from.
Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, this is great. Teammates, brothers. Everybody else celebrating because it's one less plane flight for them to try to have to maybe. So, Avion Terrell.
They uploading everything, man. Cleveland media is on it. The Cleveland Browns official media. Like a clown. Man, the first quarter. Some if they didn't want Ty Simpson, I forgot Georgia. Old quarterback with their yup. You weren't in my live earlier, were you?
Gannon will work with him. Green Bay needs a corner with his physical profile. Packers defense had just 7 interceptions last year. Just look at the emotion absolutely on his face. Squares him out.
Here go the call.
Doing all right. Hey, look, Denzel, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Hey, look. Hey, I know the wait was a little longer than you wanted, but good things come to those who wait, and we're really excited to have you here in Cleveland. We're excited to make
Thank
you
you.
Brown.
I'm excited. I'm excited to join there.
And here, this is what I want you to know. Were you pissed off after last night?
Yeah, I was hot.
Good. So listen. I want you to keep that same energy when on your field because I need you to be a bully, right? You're 6'4", 215. You're strong. You've got great hands. I need you to bring some bully ball to Cleveland on the perimeter, all right?
Yes, sir. For sure, for sure.
We're excited to make you a Brown here. I'm going to give you to Coach Monk, all right?
All right, cool.
Congrats,
What's
boy.
going on? Thank you.
Fired up to get you.
I'm fired up to be a part of the Browns, Coach.
Well, congrats. I'm going to pass it down the road here, okay?
All right.
Money said we ain't talking football.
Good to see you again, man.
It's good to see you again, too.
Hey, man, congratulations. We're fired up to get you here, okay?
Thank you. I'm fired up to get over there.
All right, let's go get them, all right?
All right, let's go get them.
All right, congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
12 years. That changes this year. Jim Irsay from the football heavens cured Daniel Jones's torn Achilles. Michael Pittman got sent to the Steelers.
Denzel, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Fall gods with the 53rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The AFC South Kings.
C.J. Allen.
C.J. Allen, linebacker.
Now the JBJ, we had to be a little quiet. What you mean? Oh, you ain't gotta be quiet. He free now. Everybody got all their rings on. I remember seeing that bro in high school, man. He was out there throwing the shot put. He was at the track meet. He was big then, bro. You just gonna hurt with Monkey. You can just see the different energy with the Browns and AP. Yup. I seen that day one. But now, C.J. Allen, man, I seen when he was in high school, he was throwing the shot put at the track meet. He was big then. I seen Malachi Starks, the Ravens safety. That boy almost jumped out the pit on the long jump. He almost jumped out the whole pit. Her TV, she got that good internet, so she already like 3-4 picks ahead of us. Savage. That's what she talking about. She already knew the Falcons was gonna pick AJ Terrell brother. Ain't nobody made no Browns ain't trades. So I don't know what you talking about. Eli Towers. Wow. Wow. AJ Brown is gone. I thought the Patriots on the clock now. They probably would have tried to grab him. We still need another tight end. What side you on? You talking about Cleveland or the Falcons? Brown had him on their board too. They probably did. They keep saying AJ going to the Patriots. Yup, they keep saying that. But it's looking like he ain't no Eagle no more. Unless the Eagles about to start passing the ball. They had made all that fun talking about they ain't passing the ball, and then they'll draft a receiver and a tight end. Yeah, one there for the Browns, Cleveland. Yeah, we do need another tight end, but it's Michael Trigg down there at Baylor. You can get him in like the 4th round. Oscar Delp, I really like Oscar Delp. I think the Browns might try to get Oscar Delp just because of the connection with Todd Monken. And he wouldn't be a bad pick for the Browns, Oscar Delp. And he can block. He got good speed, he can block, and he can catch that thing. Yeah, they got a good tight end, y'all. Ohio State. I don't think he's going to the 4th round, though. You should do it though. You a Brown fan, long as you do it there. I know, but I'm on two different channels right now. That's why I got to ask. I got Dirty Bird Savages in here and Cleveland Browns. I got the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns in here. That's why I'm asking. Now, he sold it short. But the and one at Braun ain't even out there. Is LeBron playing? Let me look.
Get iPhone 17 Pro on us with iPhone trade-in, any condition. Still have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? It's time to make a change. My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I changed and got rapid symptom relief. Rinvoq helped physically repair.
LeBron is playing. You don't know if I'm playing 6 minutes. Boy, that boy Rui going off. He got 16 points. Jackson Hayes got 7. Never ATL as long as Stefanski there. Yeah, I wish I was never ATL too, but that's my home team. Dang, the Patriots taking their time. Who on prize pick?
And show your friends what the hype's all about with Platinum Nights. With dining benefits at over 10,000 U.S. Resi restaurants. There's nothing like Platinum. Official payments.
Come on, Luke Kennard. Marcus Smart. I need 2 more assists, bro. We ain't even through halftime yet. Luke, I need that 24. I need 25 PRAs. And Marcus Smart, I need 6 assists. You send me an email. You did say you were going to do that, didn't you? I got so many. Savage don't send me one too. Denzel Boston. Who else this is? Will Shepard. Room rebuild. Oh yeah, Sam. We already looked at that video. And when you email, I talk about Thomas, McShay, Sean McVay. I don't know who I was trying to say. Sean McVay. We talked about this. And then they talking about extending Matthew Stafford. They gonna give Matthew Stafford a contract extension. Lakers in 4, yeah, they sweeping Houston. Lakers in 6, maybe 5. Nah, they sweeping Houston. KD hurt. They about to be down 3-0. LeBron want that rest. Then next round, they're gonna have Austin Reeves back. Then the round after that, they get Luka back. Or they get Luka back next round. Yeah, McVay was mad. He was real mad. Gabe. Who is this? Gabe Atkins. Oh, he the edge, linebacker, whatever they call him linebacker now.
27 sacks in his 4 seasons. 11 of them as a senior last year to lead the Big Ten in the regular season. Yeah. Got a little bit of a tweener. He can play defensive end in the 3-4. He can play the base end in the 4-3. And think about New England, how they use.
How many people got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 picks left, man. They were moving fast. They moving slow now. Jaguars with their first pick. What y'all think Travis Hunter gonna do this year? Then we got them at Jimmy and Will Shepard. They need a Travis. Yeah, only one Travis. We got a dink and dunk team too. I don't know.
The Eagles already have reached agreement with Jonathan Bernard a 4-year, $100 million deal.
Wow.
Get 2 third-round picks back in return, and the Eagles make another move to bolster their defense as they keep.
Eagles just traded for a linebacker from the Vikings. Wow. They sent the Vikings three Western names. In the Charger trade, 55, that's why the Patriots just picked. Patriot trade, 63, 131, and 202. Dang. They ain't even got the trade up here. It was these two. Not Caleb Downs. It was Terrell and McDonald. That's who it was. They were friends. Look at that. Shedeur fans, Sanders fans are angry that Ty Simpson was the first round pick and Shedeur Sanders would not. Sanders threw 106 more touchdowns and 10,379 more passing yards in college than Simpson. Simpson was 13th overall pick and Sanders was the 5th rounder. their stats compared. It is no question. No question. Browns weapons. Denzel Boston, Quinshawn Judkins, Harold Fannin, and KC Concepcion. They ain't even got Jerry Jeudy on there. Just imagine how much about to open up for Harold Fannin now. It's going to be running lanes for Quinshawn. Wow. Jaguar got a tight end. Bears on the clock. Can y'all imagine that? Simpson tried that white premium. I call it boosted. Boston finna get 12 back. Yup. What they traded? They traded 3 first round, two third round picks. The Eagles traded 2 third round picks for the linebacker from the Vikings, and they signed him to a long-term extension for $100 million. So I guess he was good. I ain't never heard of him though, but I guess he was good. I was trying to find it, but NFL, they posting slow. They posting slow. Look at this. Somebody done made it post right here. Look at No Mount.
Oh, I guess.
He said the next time Jerry Jeudy tried to enter the building.
Yes, they did. They must have cut it. Man.
Well, you got cut, boy. Oh, man. Dang, that was Terrell right there, Avion. And he get drafted. Did what No Mountain sent me. Denzel Boston, Will Shepard. I was going to say that too. Denzel Boston, built like Will Shepard. Then they got Isaiah Bond, Jimmy Horn, and then Concepcion Wester. Y'all know how I feel about Jimmy Horn. Hopefully he can turn it around a little more.
But at Accenture, we say game on.
Skip Bayless. Yeah, Browns have now given Shedeur 2 receivers, a smaller lightning one, KC, and a bigger, faster one, Denzel. Shedeur had the worst receiving core in the league last season, according to PFF. Not anymore, and Phantom would greatly improve poor protection. Just like that. They clown and cut it out. What y'all talking about? I forgot what I said. I gotta say this picture. Brown might draft Toledo safety Emmanuel at 39. Wrong again. Wrong again, Mary Kate. Jerry Jeudy key card revoked. Forget that, Jay. Trade Jeudy tonight. I told y'all. Mary Kay don't know nothing. Dang. That's who the Falcons just got right here. Wow.
You know, was always just a little bit mixed up down there. Dabo used to always talk about Matt. Man, we just had Antonio Williams on the field, but he's a game breaker. He's a game breaker. He was to their offense like Davion Terrell was to their defense. When they were healthy, total difference makers for that unit. When they got to 100% later in the year, you know, first 5 or 5 games, he can't fire. So they were on that finish. No more
Man, you can't even hear him, man. We heard him better earlier. Tennism for cheating. Barry locked in. They got Branch. I wasn't even paying attention. They like Logan Jones. Wow. Cleveland that traded back into the second round. Cleveland traded back into the second round. Yup. They on the clock right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought we were going to have to wait till the third round, man. What they traded? They had to trade. Here it is. 49er trade 58 to the Browns. For what? What did they get? What did they give up? Just the pick? They had to give up a 5th rounder. The Vikings are sending Jonathan Grenard, whatever his name is. That's who the Eagles traded for. And then signed him to a 4-year deal, $100 million extension that includes $50 million fully guaranteed. The Browns traded back up to the second round. Who they targeting, man? I want to know what they traded, though. Another pick wasting on whatever this is supposed to be. Folk just hating. Brown added hella playmaker. Jet moves Shedeur Sanders from dead last in my ranking to dead last in my ranking. Wow. These folk hating bad. Let me change this. What did they pick it this? 58. Oh, they drafted the safety. Mary Kay wasn't too far off. He wasn't picked 39, though. They got him. Boy, they cooking. They cooking. They cooking, boy. Bro was ranked. I told her they were going to go defense. Wow. They is cooking, bro. Mike Rookberg is happy.
And so there's good precedent of good success for Toledo DBs in the NFL. Houston Texans back on the board here. They took Tate McDonald earlier in this round, and they're back with another selection here.
Wow, man.
How you guys doing? What a great opportunity to announce a pick for the best team in Texas. Last time the commission
Got a 4-star talent in 2 days. Yup.
my two children, Jake and Celeste. Give a shout out to the care league. Last
They cooking.
Bushwood Elite and the Winning Edge. This is special for me because I know this kid personally, which is ironic. The 59th pick for Houston Texans. They select Marlon Klein, tight end, University of Michigan. And so the tight ends continue to come. Marlon Klein is now at Houston Texans. Yeah, this is a developmental project, but I really like some of the things that he has. He just needs to get stronger. 6'6", 48. Just under 4'7" in the 40. He's got good explosive testing numbers in terms of vertical. And his
I get we didn't have to wait till the 3rd round, but I want to know what they gave up.
in line as a wide. He'll compete, just needs to get stronger. He has top end, he has good speed down the seam, as you see here. He'll stack and plus the football, but the route running has to be refined. The play speed has to get better as far as his ability to really get in and out of breaks and create separation. You see there, the competitiveness, the willingness there as far as the blocker is concerned, just needs to get bigger and stronger. I think at tight end, when you're talking about things guys,
I can't read that. Hold on.
profiles they're looking for. Guys who have upside just need more physical development. It's a work in progress. Yep. And he needs to do better in contested situations. I mean, in blocking, he's got to improve. Like I said, you start flashing with Marlon Klein. He needs to start putting it all together. And obviously, he needs some time to develop at the pro level.
They don't say what else they traded. The 70 to San Francisco. Okay. The Browns are cooking the whole draft. Yup. Andrew Berry doing it again. The room looks much happier. I'm telling you. Man, Vanessa, how you doing? Cleveland still need to grab a tight end. Yup. I think they can get Oscar Delp or Michael Tree. They also got picked 152. Yup. Gave up 70 plus 104. They did. I don't know about giving up 104. But I mean, you see who they got though. So I don't think that's a bad trade. I don't think that's a bad trade to get him. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. McNeil-Warren is a natural box safety who has length. He's quick to get downhill and make tackles. He does a good job of setting the edge while playing with physicality and strength at the point of attack. McNeil-Warren is good in coverage, but he'll need to improve in that skill at the next level. At the next level, he has a knack of showing up around the ball with 8 career forced fumbles and 5 interceptions. I don't even know who this player is. I don't even know who that is. Research shows that players who fall in the draft don't usually perform that much better than you would expect from their draft position. But still, the Browns have to feel really good about snagging a safety at number 58, who many people thought was going in the first round. Sure, his 4.5, 40 times dash didn't wow people, but he makes tackles and forced fumbles. Both Grant Delpit and Ronnie Hickman become free agents at the 2026 season. But McNeil-Warren might start ahead of Hickman right away. Yeah, I think he do. I think he do start before Ronnie Hickman. Because they had Ronnie Hickman on that tenor. I ain't playing that. I ain't getting copyright. Man, y'all can easily see it anyway. Get me Hurst. AB was held back. You can clearly see it. I don't know. Cause he nailed that draft last year. And it looked like he doing it again. Now we ain't seen none of these boys on the field yet. But just based on the caliber type player they is, I think he nailing it. Because like I said, that dude projected to be in the first round, just like I just read. They had him going is like the third safety off the board. He the third safety in their class, man. To get him in the second round like that. Y'all said they gave up what? Yeah, they traded 70, and then y'all said because Cleveland got that pick from the Chiefs at 74, they wouldn't let them. They could trade that 70 pick. And then what? You said 104? 107. Yeah, they gave up 107. They gave up 70 and 107. So they ain't got no pick in the fourth round. No pick in the fourth round. Then they got 3 picks in the fifth, 4 picks in the fifth round. So they traded, they got a pick from the 49ers. Wow. And they all back-to-back. Anthony Hill go to the Titans. Look at this. 146, 148, 149, and 152. I think they got this. I think they got 148 from the Chiefs, I think, and then they got 152. Or no, they got 152 from the Chiefs, and I think they got 149 from the 49ers then. Wow. Cleveland moved over and took a cornerback. No, he played safety. Depends on what the problem. Probably because Stefanski is definitely where, yeah, you let it win in this series. Yeah, they might. Yeah, both of them might have been the problem. But I think Andrew Berry did a fire draft last year, though. That's why I say I don't know if it was DePodesta. I know it was Kevin Stefanski. Lakers up by 15 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. How many assists Marcus Smart got? I need 6 out of them. I got it right here. I ain't even been paying attention, though. Wow, man. Cleveland just. Wow. Yeah, they still got a third round. They got the 74 because they had 2 third rounders, but they traded that one. They traded one of them and the 107 to move up to take Emmanuel. So they got pick 74 right here in the third round. Then the Falcons got pick 79. Then I'm up off this thing. I ain't staying up all night this time. Tavon Austin, that boy that got fat. Matt Clare, they go that tight end. Monkey and AB already in their bag and still got picks to go. Yup. They got 4 fifth-round picks. 4. And they all right there together. 1, 2, 3. 2 on back-to-back. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Falcons ain't got no 5th-round pick. I'll be gone anyway. Then 6. Then they got a 6th rounder, 206. And then 7. They got 248 in the 7th round. They iffy don't trade out of it. But they had them 4 picks in the 5th round. They got 1 in the 3rd. They ain't got 1 in the 4th no more. Well, they never did have 1 in the 4th. Well, yeah, after that trade, they didn't have 1 after 4 because they traded 107. So they traded their 4th rounder and they third rounder to move up. Man, drafted Denzel Baldwin. You on point, money, man. Yup. Bill just got Bronco trade. They did. I ain't paying attention. I'm excited about that trade right there. They just did. Cleveland. See a Cleveland media on it. Yup.
In my opinion, you talk at this point in time in the second round, This is stealing, in my opinion. You talk about a physical presence, someone who can. He has a hammer in the middle of the field, and then he's a turnover machine. We've seen this on a few guys today. The ability to punch the football out. Several forced fumbles throughout his career, and he can take the ball away as well. Look at his ability to range over to the sideline here. You want to play him in the deep half, he can do some of that. You want to play him underneath, he has the ability to find this point in time in the second round.
Wow.
Look, it's just my opinion. Everybody sees players differently, but just from where I sit and what I saw from players, I think the Cleveland Browns are crushing this draft. They got 2 receivers I had in my top 25 guys. They got a tackle who I had all the way up there in the top 15. And now you get my 15th overall player at this point in time in the second round. This is stealing, in my opinion. You talk about a physical presence, someone who can. He has a hammer in the middle of the field, and then he's a turnover machine. We've seen this on a few guys today. The ability to punch the football out. Several forced fumbles throughout his career, and he can take the ball away as well.
Yeah, he definitely getting it wish.
Over the middle, good ball, first down, inside the 30, ball on the ground though, and Toledo's recovered it. Rodriguez had it, but it was stripped.
There it is. Cleveland media already know who they were picking. They already had them queued up.
This one has craft ice on demand. More ice than me. What kinds of ice, actually? Gonna need a bigger bucket. Like this one? Do you always have 2 bucket chains? I do. Billy, I need help with the clicker. Wait, 1 second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car. Okay, if you need Carvana, what's your plate number?
The Brown about to pick again before the Falcons even get the pick. We got 2 more picks before the 3rd round. Sheesh. We almost there. Hold on.
Woo! Sell your car the easy way with Carvana. Excellence Cream by L'Oreal Paris has everything I wished for. It's even better than my ex. Infused with hyaluronic acid, up to 3 times more moisture, visibly better hair quality, and 100% gray coverage. Excellence Cream by L'Oreal Paris. I'm worth it. Locking in their nutrients. Never kibbled. You got a kid, and they're gonna love it. With a hand, they cut down on the penalties, though.
All right, it's time now for a draft moment brought to you by Haagen-Dazs. We've had a busy second round of the NFL draft. The Falcons drafted quarterback Avion Terrell, teaming him with his brother AJ, so they'll be in that locker room together. They've got 0 quarterbacks selected so far in round 2. We've had 6 Ohio State players drafted. So far, that's the most of any school. But then the Broncos have yet to make a selection, and they will not be selecting here either. They traded out of this spot. The Buffalo Bills will make another pick here. They took TJ Parker, the edge rusher, earlier in round 2, and now they will select again here at number 62.
You have to take advantage of the opportunity to come up there with the legends at Penn State and Buffalo. With the 62nd pick, 2026 NFL Draft, Buffalo Bills select David Igbinosun, DB, Ohio State.
Davidson Igbinosun is from Union Township, New Jersey. Began his college career at Ole Miss, transferred to Columbus in time to start all 16 games in the national title season of 24. They made the first team All Big Ten last year.
Yeah, this is a big, long corner, 6'2", 190 pounds. And for a guy who's that long, he's got good body control. He's got real smooth, fluid movement. What you see so time and time again is this guy can reach for the rock now down the field. In those 50-50 situations, he's going to windmill more times than not. As you see right there, he does a nice job of getting his hands in there at the catch point. He better when he's pressed up. He's real good in zone coverage, real good understanding of route development. He will compete against the run. He has the touch level. We're missing tackles in that way.
The
Chef Berry. I'm sorry, but very quickly I see Lil Brian Dawkins. Cook Berry. Andy Berry just secured his job. Berry killing it. Now our Jizzy getting prop.
Does anything keep them from coming back? Round of dual action. Does that say prevents weeds for up to 4 months?
How many assists Marcus Smart got? Don't worry about it. I'll look.
Does this stuff work for 4 months?
Details of the trade. Brown received. The Browns received. Let me just pull it up. Here it is right here. Browns received second round pick number 58 and fifth round pick number 152. 49 received third round pick 70 and fourth round pick 107. That's why he traded back to get more trading capital. He got 6. Whoo, green. Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke Kennard.
Wait a minute. Something's not right.
It's Friday. I only need the assist. I'm green on that. Yeah, they got the safety from Toledo. Yup. I need Luke Kennard PRAs, man. I need 25. And I need 26 fantasy points. They up by 11. Jake Slaughter.
A veteran player. He gets it. He can step in and play right away. This team needs that interior alignment. I thought Brett Knott would be a good player. I like Slaughter. I thought it worse to be a third, fourth rounder. They give it the end of the second. So, I mean, offensive lineman.
LeBron got 16. What a man in the chat. Bridget. Bridget. Who is this midget? Oh, trapped in the closet. Here we are, the four of us. Me and her in Photoshop. I close my mouth and swallow speed.
Look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God.
Get your smile back with SPG dental implants.
Sound decisions. Again, good player, good person. Those are things we can't miss on.
I'm trying to. I'm glad they got the lady up there.
Happy with where we took him. I mean, where he was on our board for us, it was a no-brainer to get up and get him based on what we think he's going to bring to our program. So at that point for us, it's just really excited about where we got him.
Cat Hitman. Cat Hitman.
How much does experience help just being able to go through multiple drafts and learn from how you've done in the past?
I think that you have around yourself, that you surround yourself with. Andrew has done an excellent job of having a staff that is, in terms of skill experience. I mean, just at the table right now upstairs, we have Tom Telesco and Chris Bolian. You have Jimmy Ray, who's done that for decades. So just the level of experience that we have in advising our is just diverse and excellent. So I think that definitely helps our process and making good decisions when the time comes. Thank you guys.
Dang, she didn't stay up that long at all. Let's start from the beginning.
Coach jump at the from year to year after the transfer portal?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think like overall, everybody makes their own decision, whether that's their own reasons, their personal reasons. So it's not really a matter of judging whether you're transferring or not. It's more a matter of giving him the credit to staying loyal to the school and really wanted to give back to the school that gave him a chance when he didn't really have any offers. Now that he was producing and he could have just left. And he said something to me that really stuck out. He said something along the lines of, the long-term financials or the big, financial gains will come when I make it to the NFL. And that's kind of was his mindset. So it's just a testament to him and his maturity and his process and all that.
It's obviously not a secret, like not all college programs are created equal. There's the FBS, the FCS, whatever. The MAC schools aren't considered like the premier programs, but back-to-back years now where you're taking Emmanuel McNeil-Warren out to Toledo, obviously Harold Fannin last year. What are the things that you like see?
Boyd Clark to the Seahawks.
To know, like,
last pick of the second round.
Who's doing it in the MAC or at a smaller level? This is a guy that we know can play with the other players in the higher up leagues or in the NFL and actually make it.
I like that you had that question because that's a conversation we had a lot when I was working in Philly under obviously Howie Roseman and Tom Donahoe, who'd been GM, obviously been in the league for a long time. And when we would talk about level competition, of course, you have to take it into account in your evaluation process. But he'd say they play against who they got to play. And at some point, that's what we need to evaluate. And that's our job to project that based on the tools that they have, their athletic profile, and how we think that's going to project against NFL talent. And at every level, it is a projection. Now, maybe easier to make in some programs than others, but that's our job. And that's what we spend a ton of time doing, watching the tape. But at the end of the day, who they play against is the tape we had to watch, and that's our job to project.
Andrew mentioned that, with that 4 teams playing free safety, that position is sort of gaining in profile. Is that position becoming more and more important as far as obviously we guys talk about edge rushers and corners and things like that. The safety starting to kind of reach that level.
I think at the end of the day, regardless of position, of course, there's premium position and those types of things. But at the end of the day, like any position that's going to make an impact, take the ball away for us, like take it away, give it back to our offense, those become playmakers. And that's what we're trying to add at every position. Iman brings that.
The draft is part skill, part luck. How do you improve the skill part of it?
I think it goes back to your process. It goes back to the ton of film that we watch. That's where it starts. And that's years of work from our area scouts. That's really like the ground level, the starting point. And then you add all the other piece of information that you gather through your process, whether that's the medical information, your character, your testing numbers, the interactions you've had with them, what the coaches think of them. And to me, your process gets better at aggregating all that information and make good decisions, sound decisions. Again, good player, good person. Those are things we can't miss on.
This is a player that was projected by.
Yeah, this cat Hickman. I don't know what position she is, but she got to work with Andrew Berry in some capacity.
We're just happy with where we took him. I mean, where he was on our board for us, it was a no-brainer to get up and get him based on what we think he's going to bring to our program. So at that point for us, it's just really excited about where we got him.
So point for a second. How much does experience help?
She on the team at Robinson?
Go through multiple drafts.
Is he part of it?
From, how you've done in the past.
I think team that you have around yourself, that you surround yourself with. Andrew has done an excellent job of having a staff that is, in terms of skill experience. I mean, just at the table right now upstairs, we have Tom Telesco and Chris Bolian. You have Jimmy Ray, who's done that for decades. So just the level of experience that we have in advising our is just diverse and excellent. So I think that definitely helps our process and making good decisions when the time comes.
Let's go to the podium. Joe Hayden is there.
With the 58th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Let's
go!
The back is back, baby.
Let's go!
The back is back.
Yes.
Is back.
And traded up to get him. So that's how you know they really wanted him.
Hey, Tony,
Wow.
This is a guy some people had the Browns taking at number 24, I saw in some mock drafts. So the Browns end up getting 3 guys who they had mocked at 24 at different times during the process. Your initial reaction to a pretty surprising and aggressive trade up here from the Browns in round 2, Tony?
2 thumbs up. I mean, here is another player who visited the Browns in their top 30 visits. So let that be a lesson for us next year when we try to handicap their draft. I think every player they've taken was visited in Berea.
Let's go to the podium.
Tony G said, let's remember this next year when we try to handicap their draft. Yeah, because y'all all wrong. Y'all all wrong, Tony G. Wow, man. Y'all all wrong, Tony G. Bah. Okay. I see where it's going. I see where it's going. Ooh. Yeah, he a hitter. Mm-hmm. Come here. Well, you better feel that hole. I like that little weed right there. Okay. There you go. Okay, I like it. I like it. Carson back to the Cardinals. In the 3rd round. Wow. They got their quarterback.
The fact that he wasn't greedy, he took the underneath well. He took the check down. He let the receivers do their damage. He had a great running game with Mark Fletcher Jr. He had a heck of an offensive line in front of him. He won over the coaches and his teammates with his work ethic when he came there. Team first approach for a guy like Parsons. Back, I like the ball placement this year. I like the touch on the deep throws. He got better from what we saw in Georgia. Remember, at one point in time in Georgia, he was playing like a first-round pick. The Parsons back. And little book, we talked a lot about him. Being that alpha, being that great leader at the quarterback position. I think he knows what he needs to do moving forward.
This man still looks sleep in the cartoon picture. How you look sleep in the animated picture? Arizona, they learned with the first Carson. And went and got another one. Yeah, no matter how you look sleep in the animated picture. They could have fixed his eyes. Catherine Cat Hickman, assistant GM. That's who that was for the Browns. Look at this. They can't believe it. Even though this podcast, they be positive though. They ain't with that foolery. They be calling the Cleveland media out. Beck ain't no better than Simpson. I think Beck better than Simpson. He led his team to the national championship. We're so back. How on earth did the AB land Spencer Fano plus 2 picks, KC Conception, Denzel Boston, and Emmanuel McNeil won A+ draft? Just sign off on the grade now. Broncos first pick. Yeah, go Pete. Show Emmanuel profile. Miss Bridget, you late. We already read it. You're right here. Safety 6'3", 201. I'll leave it right there so you can read it. Beck give us 2. Not mad at him. Gave you 2 what? The fans got me turning gig on my Falcons ATL though. Beck all right, but he got an attitude at time. He threw a pick at crucial time in the game. Hey, it happens. The Raiders already got their pick. They ain't wasting no time. Want to know better than Simpson. No, that was Stetson Bennett. That wasn't Carson Beck. That was Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett, who won the 2 national championships at Georgia, is going to compete with Ty Simpson for the backup quarterback role. A quarterback that only played 15 games. Wow. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Just think about it. A quarterback that won 2 national championships in college about to compete with a quarterback that didn't do nothing and got drafted in the first round. If Ty Simpson become the second QB behind Matt Stafford, I'm done, bro. That pick, his pick is boosted. What the other word? I can't even remember the other word. Let me look real quick. Manufactured top pick. That's what it was. A manufactured top pick. Ain't no way in the world that dude should have been going in the first round. Okay, every 5 minutes. Okay, they speeding it up. Thank you. Sheesh. Bet Arizona. You probably would be where the owner picked them. No, I'm talking about Ty Simpson. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships with Georgia, and Sean McVay said Ty Simpson and him gonna compete for the QB2 out there for the Rams. I think Stetson stopped drinking. I think he did. He been in the NFL this long. Eagles got their pick in. Browns pick 74. Then we got the Falcons at 79. They only got 5 minutes to pick. They should be moving fast, but they got these commercials and stuff. It wasn't McVay's choice. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a lot. It don't look like it was a lot of their choice. But I already talked about that earlier on my first live. So y'all go watch the live from earlier. I talked about that pick I'm gonna clip that video up. Dang, LeBron got 16, Rui got 16. Shout out to the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget. Don't forget, your boy is graduating at the end of July. If you feel like donating to help your boy walk across the stage to get his dual master's degrees, business administration and health administration, Cash App is strolling at the bottom. Savage AF 21. If you feel like you want to donate, you ain't got to donate, or you can super chat. Either one that tickles your fancy. Shout out to all the one that did super chat. Appreciate you. Super chat and donate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God about to bless all y'all. I know you're already doing it, but you about to get an extra blessing. Cleveland done put out there. Dang, Markel Bell. Dang. I know the Browns had brought him on the 30th visit. I thought they were going to get him, but this dude here got the longest arms at tackle. 6'9", 346. Niggas holding it down till AR and Luka get back. Y'all, they gonna, if they play OKC next round, they definitely gonna need Luka and both of them. They're gonna need both of them. He's the player to watch. Could the Brown put a circle on the player in the middle of the two they did pick? Could they put a circle on the player in between the two they did draft? I'm telling you. TNF, big super chat, super sticker. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. Everybody gonna be gone but the tight end and a running back. Cleveland need to go in there and draft their tight end. They got Oscar Delp on there. I told y'all Oscar Delp down here at the bottom right here, the bottom right, their second row. Eli Towers gone, Pound gone, Bonds, whatever his name gone, Caden McDonough gone, Chase gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Them gone. So it ain't nothing but, did McCoy get picked? I don't think he got picked yet. McCoy, Kenneth, that's a corner. Both of these are corner. Then you got Chris Bell and Oscar Delp. Them the only 4 left. Here, brother team who got Bell. I think Chris Bell in the net pick. Dang. No, Markel Bell went. Michael Tree, yeah, I like him too. The Bears went tight end, Sam, out of Stanford. There go another tight end off the board. Round there have 4 picks in the 5th round. Their QB trade follow. Bronny out there in the game. Well, was. He should have dunked that, bro.
Who is 6'6", 267 pounds, and ran a 4.7 40, caught 89 balls over the last 2 years and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, I tell you, if you have longer arms, you'll be a higher pick than this.
To take you off the board. Hey, man, we are so excited. We traded up to take you off the board here. You're a perfect fit for what we want to do on defense. You're versatile. You're a ball hawk. I tell you what, when we watched you for the first time, our safeties coach, Ephraim Banda, he came down, put a sticky on my computer. It said, big old heart with Emmanuel McNeil Warren. So we can't wait to get you out here and get you up and running. And we're happy to take you off the board here, all right?
Yes, sir. Let's do it then.
I got Coach Monk here for you, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congrats.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yep, can't wait to get started.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, let's
do it, man.
Hey, man, we are so excited. We traded up to take you off the board here.
Hey, Savage, don't start that foolery now. But there it is right there. Emmanuel coming to Cleveland. 49er pick is in. Andrew Brother. Yup. I don't have cash out. How can I send another way before you graduate and get super chat? Lady V. You can super chat. You on Dirty Bird Savages? I don't think I got it set up over there. I should, though. Nah, super chat, you ain't got to have it set up. My fault. You ain't got to have super chat set up on their membership. I ain't got the membership set up over there. But you can super chat. Bronny trash, bro. Not at all. More about their business. My business. This dude seems a lot happy. ABN making, yup, they making picks that fit. They ain't reaching for a third round pick. They're sorry. No sad faces in the draft room, none at all. Romeo Height, Romello. That is Texas Tech. That would have been the Brown pick. We're getting closer. I'm looking at AB like Batman and Robin in that drought. Now the picks ain't like big dog, not no puppies. Not at all. Not at all. Running that trade. He should have played more regular season to be confident. The man had heart surgery. Like, he was balling in high school. Savage, let me ask you this. If you had a business and your son was coming up under you and y'all got a chance to work together, when you want your son being right next to you in the same business, the business that you own? I would think so. No, he good. That's why he playing in the G League. That is his extra school. They doing them right. Just got done watching Michael movie. I'm going to tell you now. Best movie. Yeah, but hold on, K-Fresh. I'm going to see it tomorrow. Chill. This year draft better than last year. Yeah, because they ain't picked no Dylan Gabriel in the third round. Well, we in the third round now, but they ain't picking Dylan Gabriel. There you were trash because they were wrong. Yup. Aside the Shedeur pick. Yup. Me too. Chill. I know it, right? Kimberly, where you at? Where you stay? I don't make sure we ain't going to the same theater. ATL. What theater you going to? All my water went out the side of my mouth.
Tucson for $239 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months or $3,000 bonus cash. Hurry in. Oh, wait. You like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
That man put that sticky note out there for real. Atlanta State. Okay. I ain't going there. Oh, let they grab another 09 or Michael Tree. Yeah. I don't know who they gonna pick. There's a toss up now. They got that woman on staff. Yeah. On you. On me. What you mean on me?
With the W9 and the W2, how do I file the W9 with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with?
Oh. I'm going somewhere that start with an F and end with an E. Man, that was funny right there, man. It wasn't no amount of crazy. I don't know how he finding all this. Going to a game? Nah, I'm going to the movies. Well, you talking about I'm going to a game this year, the Falcon game this year. Nah, that ain't where I'm going. You ain't supposed to type it out. Nah, I ain't going down there. Run it back one more time.
With the W9 and the W2, how do I file the W9 with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with the W9 and the W2? How do I file the W with?
Yeah, that was a good guess, but that ain't it. Drewski tripping, boy. I'm telling you, I don't want to. How he become famous? Because I'm funny too now. I ain't famous yet. Man, y'all tight. You don't be at Atlanta Station Money, man. I ain't say I don't, but I ain't saying I do. Man, did the internet. I can't tell y'all my moves on the internet. You get your move review tomorrow. Nah, I ain't going live tomorrow night. I'll be on early for a minute, then I'm gonna leave. I don't spit my drink out. You're getting what you mean I'm getting well? This guy talk too much. This dude talking too long. Yep. Ain't no money on your head with the Fed looking for you. And man, I don't know. It's 236 people in here, and 236 people ain't talking. So I don't know who on. I ain't going nowhere.
Headquarters. Hey everybody, Tony Grossi back with you from Cleveland Browns Draft Headquarters. We're presented by Permco. What's going on in the Browns draft room? They are knocking it out of the park here on day 2. Their latest move, they trade up 12 spots with San Francisco, move into number 58 in the second round, and take Toledo safety Emmanuel McNeil Warren. This is a big size safety who's a ball hawk, free safety. We've been clamoring for this position to be filled for years. Projected in the first round, they get him in the second round. They traded up with San Francisco, and in exchange of the picks, they end up with a 5th round pick that gives them 4 picks in the 5th round. That's not as important as getting this player. They love his versatility, his physicality, and his range. Again, this is a player that should challenge for the starting free safety job as a rookie. 2nd year in a row, Andrew Berry goes to the MAC to find a really good prospect. Last year was Harold Fannin from Bowling Green, and this year it's Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Browns still have one more pick tonight. We think it'll be only one. It's number 74 in the 3rd round as a result of that trade with the Chiefs last night. Big day going on for the Browns, I got to tell you.
Tony G done came to his senses a little bit. He ain't getting paid no more for talking about Dylan Gabriel. Can y'all believe this man was promoting Dylan Gabriel? Then at the end, he came around and said, I was wrong. He basically knew he was wrong. Wow, they traded out the pick. Cleveland traded out the 3rd round pick. Wow. They traded it to the Giants. Wow. What they traded for? I don't know where they traded. I got to look. It ain't in the 3rd round. They ain't got no 3rd round. Oscar Delp. Oh, my goodness. Went to the Saints. Dang. That's probably why they traded out. They probably wanted Oscar Delp. He went a pick right before him. That's crazy. That's probably why they traded back. Delp gone. Hopefully they're running back for 105 and 135. So they traded back into the 4th round. Cause that made me think they were trying to get Oscar Delp. That would make me think that. There ain't no way in the world you trade out the 3rd round if you weren't targeting a player that's already got drafted. Yeah, they got 105. You said 105, and what the other one was? $105 and 145. So now they got 145, 146, 148, 149, 152. Now they got 5 5th round picks. And two sets of them is back to back. Wow. They get the 4th rounder back, and then they get 145, 146, 148, 149, and 152. Wow. That's crazy, man. Malachi Fields going Oscar Delp, 6'5", 245, man. I was hoping he came to the Browns. He would have been a good fit. Already know Todd Monken and everything, all that too, man. That would have been perfect. Man, I hope they don't go get no quarterback. Well, Saints loading up for sure. Yep. We got 4th round 105. No, they don't get no quarterback. Yeah, they stole the tight end. Yup.
His first 4 years in college at Virginia, finishes 1 season at Notre Dame, had 36 catches and 5 touchdowns. Big receiver, watched him at Notre Dame this
That boy Rui going off. And I ain't even playing, bro. I played Luke Kennard. Dang, the Rocket done made the game close. 12, 3, and 5. Luke Kennard. Andrew Berry loved them 5th round pick, man. Falcons better get Ted Hurst and Fields is gone. Yeah, they need to get a receiver now. You should see on I switch my hat. You know they get the Cleveland. I don't know. They making a lot of moves. Guess I can delete that and get the Falcon thing back up here. Cleveland double down on protecting the quarterback or the blocking tight end. They already got the blocking tight end. What tight ends I left on the board? They got Michael Trigg. He the only other tight end I would go after. It's another tight end. Well, they already got the Ohio State tight end. Michael Trigg probably the only other one I go after from Baylor. Here it is right here. Brown trade. Brown received 4th round pick 105. 5th round pick 145. Oh, that's why they did it. They got a 2027 4th round pick. That's why they did it. And then they got the 3rd round pick. Giants in the 3rd round. That's why they did it. Wow. Wow. Andrew Berry in his bag. Andrew Berry in the bag. They got 5 picks in the 5th round. They can get more linemen. They got J.C. Davis, Austin Barber, Trey, the tackle from Texas A&M, first name Trey. Them three tackles right there. Them 3 tackles right there they can get. Clement traded to 74 pick. Cleveland media ain't gonna be able to criticize Berry tomorrow. I can't wait. We're gonna be on early tomorrow morning. The draft start at 12. We're gonna go up into the 5th round to see who the Brown pick, and then I'm up out of here, man. I'm telling you right now. After this pick, I'm getting off too. After the Falcon pick, but they done for the day. The Browns done for the day, for the night. I don't think nobody gonna talk no more because they ain't draft nobody. But yeah, they just got a 4th round pick for next year. Wow. They got Concepcion in Boston, then Emmanuel, and decided, look, we're gonna trade this 3rd round pick and get a 4th rounder, another 5th rounder, and a 4th rounder for next year. Who got a DN too? That's why they did. Already thinking about next year. Wow, he very strategically moving. Think about it. To trade a 3rd round pick to get a 4th rounder for next year. Wow, I'm happy with it too. This man working. That's why Jimmy Haslam didn't fire him. Cleveland media, you're talking about Kevin and Andrew need to be connected. Kevin was the problem. Andrew up here using that Harvard degree to the maximum. Wow, them top four picks, man. Cleveland nailed it with them top 4 picks. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I would have rather had Caleb Downs at the other safety though, but I get it. Caleb Douglas. Pittsburgh back on the clock. Who they had picked? They already got their receivers. I don't know who they picking. And Jason Farmer from my home. Yeah, Kentucky. Yup. Get over here. I got over Tyson. I'm over it, man. I'm just saying. They still got a good safety. I ain't saying, bro, bad. I just like Caleb down better. You got over Lemon, too. Want to hear Kevin Stefanski, boy. Me neither. I be teaching the master class. Is he? Let Kevin Stefanski draft Aller. He probably, they ain't gonna lie, they might draft a quarterback. The Falcons might draft a quarterback. I wouldn't draft him right here, though, because you still need a defensive lineman and a receiver. They be the go to this draft. He straight making move for real. Yup. Bet they pick the quarterback. Drew Aller would be a good backup if they do. For the Falcons. About 9 play special team too. Yup. Again, they ain't sexy picks, but I love the draft so far. They is sexy picks. They nice picks. Cleveland media gonna be mad because it's gonna be hard to be negative. Is it? That's why I said I can't wait. AB to go to this draft. Straight masterclass. Yup. They need to get shot on special teams. Sure do. Just like the Falcons drafted Terrell, brother. They Cleveland need to go ahead and get Shiloh up in there. Yeah, for the Falcons, not Cleveland. They still hating on our Hawk. Look, the Hawk surprising me. Dang, but Houston came back. 3-point game. Falcons getting Branch. They might. They're what they need to win now. Exactly. Y'all typing too fast. That would be Cleveland could use Shiloh right now. Yup. They're a straight special team player. He ain't gonna care. Joey Porter Jr. and Joey Porter Sr. Drew Aller. That's what y'all were talking about. Wow. He gone 0 for 17. Cleveland media 0 for 17. They said that I've seen the clip. They talking about the Browns gonna draft a Drew Aller. That means Aaron Rodgers ain't coming back. I don't think. I wouldn't think so. He wanted to come to Cleveland so bad. He can come in and start right now. He ought to be happy. Aaron Rodgers ain't coming back. Give me they some clown. Well, we know they clown is still just took Alabama gonna kill that man 2 times a year. Exactly. He thought he was hurt in college. He definitely hurt now. You been trade entire college career. Somebody need to draft Nussmeier now. Our Brown fans are happy, especially the real fans. No great white hope for Mary Kate. She wasn't the only one. It was Anthony Lyman and Crooked Mouth. Both of them, all of them were talking about Ken Carter. All of them were talking about Drew Aller. Just because he's from Ohio. Brown got to win the division, in my opinion. Yeah, they're going to win the division. The way it's looking. You think Rodgers ain't coming back, going back? Not after drafting Drew Aller. They drafted the quarterback last year. They still did. They drafted the quarterback last year. Then they drafted another one this year, but higher in the 3rd round. Drew Aller, the starter. Anybody but Shedeur? Yup. They butt hurt.
acquired from the Dallas Cowboys last year in the George Pickens trade on Drew Aller, a quarterback. And this will be an adjustment for Drew Aller and his family because his family are Brown season ticket holders. So the Brown season ticket.
That's not unusual.
The Steelers bring another young quarterback onto their roster.
Emmett, how would you grade the draft so far?
I mean, giving him an A, but I don't know. That's not unusual.
Gotta wait on the Falcon
For me,
pick.
I'm pretty optimistic, but
276.
Emmett, how would you grade the draft so far?
I mean, giving him an A, but I don't know. That's not unusual for me. I'm pretty optimistic, but I don't see a reach at all. And that's the biggest thing. If I go, I don't know, they didn't reach for anybody. You trade back and you get the best tackle in the draft. You get Concepcion, who is a playmaker who's explosive. Then you come back and get Boston, the big body receiver that everybody wanted in the first round. Yeah. So you get a first round talent in the second, and you get another first round safety in the second round. You trade up to get him. It's been flawless.
I don't think I could have scripted a better draft so far for the Browns.
Me either.
I don't think I could have done it.
Emmett, how would you grade the draft so far?
I don't want to hear no positivity from the Cleveland media. After Shedeur said y'all need to be positive, y'all criticize Shedeur for being positive, telling y'all to be positive. Now you want to say Andrew Berry killing it in the draft. I couldn't have scripted a better draft. I couldn't have did this. No, stay on that side, being negative. Keep all your negative comments to yourself. Keep all your positive comments to yourself. I don't want to hear it. They tried to tell you. Leaving them alone. They know what they doing. Y'all up here want Kevin Stefanski to stay. I told you they ain't gonna know how to act. They ain't gonna know what to do, man. When the team start winning, they ain't gonna know what to do. Keep the quarterback tracker, keep all that. Don't make no sense, man. This organization, this media is ridiculous. Y'all ain't been relevant for so long that you gotta clickbait and search for stuff instead of just being a good reporter.
I love everything he's doing. I mean, I gotta admit, I'll hand it.
You coming on over to this side, Tony?
Well, I mean,
you're
hey,
coming
look,
on over.
When a guy bats 4 for 4,
He's in the Hall of Fame.
You got no other choice but to praise him. I mean, he's doing a great job.
McNeil Warren is no doubt top 3 safety in the draft.
I love everything he's doing. I mean,
now he love everything he doing. They ought to stop. The Cleveland media backtrack so much, man. It's ridiculous. If they full of it, they want to bury fire. They wanted to keep Kevin Shaw did. They probably was in the war room trying to get Barry to draft the quarterback, and he traded the picks away. Nah, that wasn't it. They all on the same page. That would have been Kevin. They had to Stefanski and Barry were competing for the same job. Nope. You see why Jimmy Haslam kept Andrew Barry. Chip Traitman, I don't even know what it is. Sound good to me. And tell a lie. Do they? Cleveland media going to be replaced, and I think they feel it coming. Yup. You think Steelers did now wants to do it because of their QB1? Yeah, they ain't want the Steelers should have drafted Shedeur at 21. But they were waiting on Aaron Rodgers. That mess was stupid. And then Ryan Clark come out and say they told them to take them off the board. Take them off their draft board. We don't want that entitled N-word. You know they said the N-word. We don't want that entitled person on our organization. Like, that's stupid. And then y'all sitting here searching for a quarterback. They be the place Spade with me. We would run back to back. Barry making sure he can't draft none of them. They not drafted the quarterback. Not no time soon if they do. Yeah, they drafted the quarterback. That's for the trade Dylan Gabriel. The Rams had drafted Shedeur. That would have been a perfect fit. Then they wouldn't have pulled this mess they did this year. Drafting Ty Simpson. It's a possibility they could draft the quarterback, but it might be that 6th or 7th round But if Andrew Berry trade up out that 6th and 7th round to move up to get somebody else, then they definitely ain't drafting no quarterback. But the only reason why I say they draft the quarterback is Dylan Gabriel gone. Now, if he can trade Dylan Gabriel and get a 5th round pick, he'll do it. I guarantee he'll do it. I told you they were losing their credibility. Cleveland media lose their credibility, man. They butt hurt. Cold, Chip, Shiloh. I don't know what you talking about. You're just dumb. Cleveland media not credible. Hope Shedeur win that Super Bowl and the bounce with his rookie contract is up. He gonna get that prime equity clause in there for real. Who they pick? It's still Taylor Green, Hank King, and Nussmeier left. They got Clay Klubman there out there too, but I don't think they picking him. AJ, LSU safety. It about to be my last pick, then I'm getting them off this thing, man. Like I said, if you feel like donating to the cause to help your boy walk across that stage in late July to graduate with a dual master's, Savage AF 21 down there strolling at the bottom is the cash out, or you can super chat. Whichever one you want to do, I greatly appreciate it, but you ain't got to do nothing at all. He get his money on the back end. Yup. Off the chart. My IQ off the chart. Why you say that? What I said? Everything. I know it. Everything. Sports IQ. I got a high regular IQ. Appreciate you. Who the Falcons picking? They might go receiver right here. I think they might go receiver. Pick is in already. I see Chris Bell. Zach Branch. Wow. I already knew it. I knew he was one of them. But I made that video. If y'all was on Dirty Bird Savages, y'all seen I made that video. I said Branch would be the perfect fit in his Kevin Stefanski offense. I told y'all, and I said that because the way Branch play is good for them screens and all that stuff that Kevin Stefanski do. I'm just happy they drafting Georgia players. Because, like, I don't know what they was doing. I don't know what they were doing these other years. They went Atlanta twice. They went Georgia twice. The Falcons went Georgia twice tonight. I can't believe it. They drafted a player that was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, and then they drafted a Georgia player. Wow. I like that pick. I like both of the Falcon pick. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It ain't Kevin Stefanski. It's Ian Cunningham. It's Ian Cunningham. It ain't Kevin Stefanski. I just don't want Kevin Stefanski to mess these boys up. All them Jets weak. That's what I'm saying, Debo. They love criminals. Bye. No, they don't. He did make a stupid move, though. But I think he a good fit, though. Branch, great burst and short area quickness, continuously created big plays in college, including 40 receiving first downs in 2025. He has elite initial acceleration that can separate from defenders quickly. Plus, he can stop and start on the dime. Branch does not shy away from contact and will run through traffic over the middle. He still needs to polish his route running, but he has the necessary tools to do so. He also adds special team value as a returner. His lack of size might limit him, but overall, he is a slot receiver who can win with suddenness and pure top end speed. Xavier Worthy. That's his player comp. I ain't mad at it. He was my number one on the list. What in the world Mark Ingram talking about?
Let's go. Over the last 2 seasons, Jacoby Lane had 92 passes for 16 touchdowns. You got great length of 6'4", huge hand. That's exactly right, Green. 6'4", change 200 pounds, 49 receptions, the second on the team, 15 2-point yard average, 4 touchdowns.
I ain't the reason on no there it is right here. The Browns obviously wanted Oscar Delp. Saints take the Georgia tight end at 73. Brown trade out of 74. I told y'all. I told you. I'm not going to this borderline until the man's gone. It is what it is at this point, but they wanted to fire AB. A lot of receiver tonight. I think it's Matt Ryan influence. Now, Ian Cunningham, what he did in free agency, that told me a lot about him. And they not listening to Kevin. They not listening to Kevin. He a millionaire now. We're going to be fired before the season's over with. If they don't win the division, I don't know why they hired that dude, but you think the Raiders did not draft Shedeur? I have no idea. And it ain't because of Tom Brady. Not going. No, I know what I forgot. I know what it was. Why the Raiders ain't draft Shedeur? Because they hired Pete Carroll, and Pete Carroll didn't want Shedeur, so he traded for Geno Smith from the Seahawks. He wanted his old quarterback, thinking they were gonna run it back, and then they ran it back right back to another team, and he ran back right to the couch. He should have drafted Shedeur. It wasn't because of Tom Brady. It was Pete Carroll, because Antonio Pierce said before he got fired, because he was going to be the head coach, before he got fired, the owner and him were talking about drafting Shedeur. That was Pete Carroll, man. Ain't got nothing to do with Tom Brady. You're going to see all them black folks get scared. He already down here. He get back to the couch. Yup. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's been a good draft for both teams. It's been a good draft for the Falcons, and it's been a great draft for the Cleveland Browns. I'm just telling you, I liked all the picks. I like all the picks tonight from definitely from Cleveland, and the 2 picks the Falcons did have. Wow. Hopefully they don't trade back up. I don't think they're gonna trade. They only had 5 picks. If anything, they'll trade out of some spot, but I think these the spot they would have traded out of if they want to trade back. It ain't Tom Brady, man. I'm telling you. What slick comment Tom Brady made? No, that was not about Shedeur, man. That was not about Shedeur. I made a whole video on that. That was not about Shedeur. Y'all want to make it about Shedeur because Shedeur were the jury, but that was not about Shedeur. Because Shedeur clearly can congratulate his teammates after every touchdown. That was not about Shedeur. I said, you know what that Tom did in the draw. Look, I'm telling you what it is. It was Pete Carroll. I'm telling you, just like that. Y'all gonna do whatever y'all want and argue on somebody else's live because I'm getting off. But like I said, man, I'm coming back live tomorrow morning. We will be here at 11:45. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Coach Brian can say whatever you want to say. I'm telling you exactly what it is, Miss Roberts. I've been 100 for 100, and I know I'm right. But anyway, I'll be right here at 11:45 once again to get started with this 4th round to the 5th round for the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Well, I can't wait to see that 5th round to see what the Browns pick. But and the Falcons, who they gonna pick in the 4th round, because the Falcons ain't got no 5th rounder. But now the Browns got a 4th rounder now too. So the 4th round and the 5th round, we're gonna be right here in the morning at 11:45 a.m. Eastern time because the draft started at 12 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna be here. But man, I appreciate y'all for coming. I'm about to go eat. Hit that like button. Subscribe and share and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. And the Dirty Birds Savages. Y'all already know what time it is. Which one I want for y'all on the way out. Let's do this one. The album Renewed Gospel is out right now. Yeah, past my bedtime.
Stop. Feet on the pavement, trying to dodge Satan, fighting temptations, God's in salvation. Haters keep hating, His love's the foundation. Heavenly grace, no time for vacation. Devil try to trap me, but he lame. Holy Spirit with me, bring the flame. Dodging all the evil, changing lanes. God's word's a sword, cutting chains. Grace on my shoulder, sin's getting colder. Pray through the night, faith only bolder. Armor on my chest, spirit a soldier. God got the plans, He the controller. Jesus in my life got the king's crown. Lifting up my brothers when they down. Shouting out a name, won't be drowned. Love and light is all around. The devil tried to trap me, but he lame. Holy Spirit with me, bring the flame. Dodging all the evil, changing lanes. God's word's a sword, cutting chains. Hustling for my soul, prayer my MO. Faith in my heart, I'm ready to go. Run this race, fast, not slow. God by my side, I glow. Devil try to trap me, but he lame. Holy Spirit with me, bring the flame. Dodging all the evil, changing lanes. God's word is sword, cutting chains. Hustling for my soul, prayer my MO. Faith in my heart, I'm ready to go. Run this race, fast, not slow. God by my side,